The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by this podcast, as well as its hosts, are for entertainment purposes only. I repeat, it is not serious. It is not real. No one is exposing, revealing, indicting, or telling you anything about themselves. Also, we do not encourage you to try this at home. We are trained professionals who do not have your best interests at heart, or our own. Enjoy the show.
No, y'all beat the team.
Why am I talking to you? That's the part that I'm confused about. When October come back around, or whenever the draft comes around,
we got a big trade cooking.
Yeah, there you go. Focus on your off season.
Y'all gonna be there soon.
Focus on your off season.
Oh, I can't wait for the Pacers.
Humble pie. Humble pie. That's all. You ain't always got to be Mr. Rah-Rah. You know what I mean?
I know you're not
You can just chill. You can
This
just
nigga
chill.
told me not to be Mr. Rah-Rah.
Y'all, I'm on chill mode today, y'all. You know what I mean? It's just, we chilling. We chilling, man. Sun shining. Motherfucking electrical. My electrical shade broke in the crib. I can't even see the sun. My remote, I'm just... That's the extent of my troubleshooting.
Batteries.
I was just getting ready to say batteries.
Yo, just pull out,
Try to turn it off, turn it back on again.
You got to reset the system.
Blow it like the Nintendo cartridge.
All right, let me pull it up on YouTube, man. I'll reset the system. They are YouTube making money for just... They showing y'all how to put vacuums together.
Everything. Any question you got?
Best way to clean your stove. Right on
Any
YouTube.
question from my car, I jump right on YouTube. YouTube University, man. And that shit'll walk you through it.
Shout out to the YouTubers.
The YouTubers. I got it. In 10 minutes, I'm gonna know what type of mood I'm in. I gotta see what the team needs from me today.
The test results back?
What test results?
Yes, sir. It's gonna be that kind of day. Let's go.
Okay.
You said you could.
Okay. Okay.
Burning on
All right, so everybody's feeling good. Good. All right. We have a good time today, man. In a real good mood. Thank God, man. Thank God. Thanks to a higher power. Let's keep this applause going for the best crew in the world. Let me get these drops out the way real quick.
No, Joe Bada. Enough of Daddy. What's that? Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry I have to wake you. You a doctor?
Who was that?
It's Mark Lamar Hill, pussy.
New Flip.
And Flip is here, y'all.
Flip.
Hey yo, look. What type of show you want today? You know I gotta rub this whole shit.
Peace.
In like 3.2 seconds.
Peace.
Why you doing that?
Peace.
Why you can't just make it peaceful so we can
peace,
enjoy the show, man?
Serenity.
Got your man Corey, he got his shoes off, he ready to get at me?
I want healing.
All right.
Sage. I want a calm.
So hold
energy.
on. So after you press that, acknowledge me better.
I did. Yo, Flip here too, y'all.
Nah.
Flip here again.
That's a trash drop.
Hey, yo.
So disrespectful.
Yo, Flip here again. Anyway, man, what episode is this?
Hey, yo, Flip in the building.
827.
Yeah, Flip is in the building. Welcome to episode 827 of the Joe Budden Podcast, brought to you by, fueled by, powered by Prize Picks Gang. Yeah. I'm your humble, gracious, grateful, really happy to be here. Host Joe Budden here with the best crew in the world. Melissa Ford is out doing what the fuck she wants to do, and deservedly so. So make some noise for that.
Yeah. So
make some noise for Mel.
Getting that Gracie Award.
Man.
Getting that Gracie Award.
Yeah. She took a whole week for the Gracie.
That's where the cap comes in.
She got the
That
system
right
together.
there is where the cap come in.
I talked to her this morning. I was like, yo, how's the award show go? She said, oh, it's today. It's in a couple hours. I was like,
She took the...
why the fuck did you leave Friday at noon? I was so confused.
Yeah, she said she needed time to get ready to prepare for the Gracie
I totally
Awards.
respect that. And I stand with her. I just didn't understand.
Y'all talk every morning?
No, I called her to ask her about the show because I was running late. And she's like, I'm not there. I thought she was here.
What did you running late have to do with Melissa Ford?
What'd you say? I see how that could sound crazy, but no. I was running late and I said, are you there yet? Tell Joe I'm not there. I'm caught in traffic.
You rather call
Mark
her than
Lamar
call
Hill.
Joe directly?
We got a
Yeah,
group
my
chat number.
I didn't call Mel instead. Okay. I called Corey first. He didn't pick up.
Yeah, you better start throwing some other names.
I didn't call. She didn't want to answer. I called Ian. He didn't answer. Then I called Mel.
Okay.
I probably should have called Ice.
Or anybody with a dick. Oh, man. Anyway, Dr. Mark Lamar Hill's in the building. Queen's Flip is in the building. King Wawa Ish is in the building.
Welcome back, Ish.
Freeze. Mr. Take It Further is in the building.
Yep.
Big Parks. King Elmira in the building. Poe is in the building. Corey is here. Erickson is there. And I have no idea who's in there with him. Last but certainly not least, each and every one of you guys are here. What's popping though?
Hey, shit.
man.
Chilling.
Shit, man.
Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all.
Good to be seen.
Yeah.
Ish, welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
Y'all looking good. Y'all smelling good. Come on, where we at with it? Where we at with it? All right. Rat beef time.
Indeed. Another year of rap beef. Another summer of rap beef.
Let's not get carried away.
It is, though.
It is.
It might not be the main event rap beef of last year, but
It's good rap beef.
All right, audience, I'm letting y'all know Parks and Ice are ready today. They not playing.
for sure.
This is their type of beef. I'm shutting up, actually.
I'm surprised it's not yours.
Word.
Well, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. As soon as we left, Reason dropped, or while we were here,
While we were
Reason
here,
dropped. So I wasn't able to hear that. Give me a little bit of Reason. I haven't heard. Daylyt just dropped 10 minutes ago. I haven't heard that.
All right, Parks.
We are going to try to play most of these disses. Like they said, these niggas are really rapping, so these tracks ain't the shortest.
Yeah, for sure. This is Reason Dead Apple.
There we go. Okay. Shout out to Reese, friend of the show.
This is probably the start of the jump.
Okay.
Like the melee, the Avengers, everyone's brawling. I think this kind of, I will give Reason that credit.
Why are they all jumping this man again?
Because he said, man,
he
you
said
brazen
the way
enough.
he's talking about the West Coast in particular. When he's niggas ain't like that. It's no yo. This is the flip of when Kendrick did Control, and that line he said, "I'm Machiavelli's offspring. I'm the king of New York." And a bunch of New York niggas who he wasn't talking to jumped in and started rapping.
Everybody jumped in off the control. Yeah.
You were one of them.
what
Joel, Papoose, you name them. Anybody from New York who had a pen, who felt the way. Hey, you the what? No. This is the flip side of that.
I don't think this is the equivalent of that.
Why not? Let me hear it.
Because what song did Joey say this on?
The rule is back.
I don't think that's,
What was the line?
I don't think that's
Too
the
much West Coast
equivalent
dick licking.
of lose control.
He didn't address any of y'all. He was talking, back to Control, he was talking to who he was talking to. We know he was talking to. He said the niggas by names. Everybody else that replied, it was, niggas, so what? We don't want to hear from you. We want to hear from the niggas he's talking to. This is facts. This is
No,
what
I'm
happened.
just saying, but if you call yourself the king of New York, then the niggas that are in New York City are gonna take that as a shot and start replying.
Okay, so if the West Coast is having a moment right now, which they are, clearly, and then you come out and say it's too much West Coast dick licking, even though it's a play on someone else's lyrics, but you come out and say that niggas from the West Coast who are in their
They're
moment
respond,
right now
yes,
are gonna feel
yes.
away and say, hey, who you talking to?
That's what's going on.
I agree. I just don't think they're equivalent, but I get it.
I'm just saying the
It's
why.
similar. It's similar.
very similar. This
and
is
I
the
want,
why
I
niggas
want,
is
I want
jumping.
smoke, nigga. I ain't mad at him.
Man, these niggas is dragging it. These niggas is dragging it.
He responded. So where's the
I
drag
love
at?
it. I love it.
It ain't like he said this shit and never said nothing else again. He out there for smoke. Oh, you say something? Cool, I got you. You said something, I'm gonna dress you. You said something, I'm gonna dress you all within 24 hours.
See, the West Coast niggas feel like shouldn't nobody be saying nothing about their run and their summer and their sound and their region, and if you do, all of us gonna jump on your ass. Right?
I ain't mad at that.
I ain't mad at it.
They've been getting shorted so long, or they feel like they've been getting shorted so long that if you say something about my brother, I'm on your ass. I'm not mad at it.
Even if he ain't my brother, you say something about anybody out here, we on your ass.
Come on, let me hear more from Reese.
He rapping.
He's rapping. Reed's body.
All right.
Reed's body.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
That sounds great. Reese going.
He's going crazy.
No, he smoked that.
Yes.
Shout out to Reese, friend of the show, Reese.
Absolutely.
And then we got
Are you proud? Is that
Reese can go.
Yeah, Reese can rap.
And Reese be looking for a reason to go.
Got it.
So I like the guys that is
Oh
just
wait, I
looking
didn't even
for a
get to the
reason.
part where he said the best rapper from New York is on the podcast, and then followed it up with a Budden punchline.
Oh, please.
I don't know exactly where it's at, but
We don't want to hear that shit, yo. Now you want to say, go, keep going now.
I mean, if he said it.
I believe it was the third one.
Put the West Coast on
I'm mad that the West Coast dude beat everybody from New York to the dope New York shits.
Oh yeah.
He went crazy.
damn, Joe? Acknowledging the man, huh?
I mean, shit, I thought that was common knowledge. I mean, I thought everybody knew that part. But, God damn.
He wasn't talking about you though.
I was about to say,
Jada got a podcast.
Jada got a
shout out to Jada
podcast,
Kiss's
dog.
Fat Joe too. Mace.
Yo, look at his face. Yeah, he's got a podcast.
Cam.
Got a podcast.
Mace, nigga, he wasn't talking about you.
I mean, I think.
Nori.
Yeah.
Who are Troy Ave? Come on. Come on. Let's just do it now. Come on. Dizza got him. Come on.
Yeah,
Come with your name right now. Fuck it.
Mano.
Mano. That's true.
That's right.
I think I'm aware of everybody that's podcast, but thanks, friends.
Oh yeah, no doubt. We hold you down. You know we got you.
Come
dog.
on, man.
Come on, you know we got
I feel
you.
so loved.
Yeah, for sure.
I do like the West Coasting the New York beats.
Yeah.
Like that back down shit sounds absolutely crazy. We'll get to it in a second. What he's doing with New York sounds nuts.
It's tough.
I just like they doing that shit and still rapping.
Nah, I ain't rapping. Yeah.
Like it ain't even with the West Coast bop, you still rapping. That's all that's important to me.
All right, so who we got next up?
AZ.
AZ Chike came out
Which
and
we're fast
All right,
forwarding,
hold
but
on.
his name is ruined to me now.
the record was hard.
The record's hard.
The record was crazy.
Still is hard.
It's still the record was hard. Unfortunately for him, I hate to be the one to say it.
Yeah.
Joey followed up with a record and called him Ash Cheek.
His name is spelled AZCHIKE.
And it just kind of took the. You know how you give a nigga half a bar, but that half a bar so hard that it's like we don't even want to hear it no more.
Yeah.
It was
respectfully.
one of those. Respectfully.
And I like the record too.
I like him. That's the dude. He was a feature on Peekaboo, who kind of stole a show on the GNX album. I like dude, but that just
That cheek is crazy.
yeah, that hurt. That hurt.
I forgot how to pronounce his name. I feel horrible.
That hurt, bro.
All right.
That one hurt.
Let's hear the gentleman.
You want to hear it? Okay.
No.
This shit's hard though.
It's very hard.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
I didn't love that one, but
Salute to him.
Keep going.
Daylyt came
it was
next.
underwhelming.
Yeah, Mark. Mark, watch yourself, man.
Joey, unfortunately for AZ,
Yeah,
dismissed that rather quickly with the ass cheeks bar. It's never gonna hit the same.
really don't.
So to speak.
It is never gonna hit the same.
And then Daylight's up.
Daylyt.
Glass, nigga.
Thoughts?
I wasn't a fan of it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
I like the concept of the beat flip.
Yeah,
but
I like the concept. I like his balls, but it's just
I think it's maybe a little too abstract.
Yes.
Which Daylyt is going to do.
That's a good way of putting it. It's too abstract, especially for battle.
Yeah, I don't need the battle where I really gotta. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but I don't really need the battle where I have to overthink.
Yeah.
To get what you're trying to say. Be blunt and direct. That's what my favorite rap battles have been doing.
Yeah.
What you think?
Of that, I didn't like that one.
Yeah,
I didn't like that
was
one when I
cool.
heard it.
I was cool.
That's when I saw people saying Daylyt could sit down and chill. That wasn't his best effort.
And some of the ones he did earlier, I think I played one of them up here, were super hard. Because I went back and listened to the whole chronology of this shit.
Same. I made an album out of it.
He had a couple slaps in there, but that one, I liked the concept, but it didn't really fly.
it didn't resonate. Yeah.
Next, we got CJ Fly. I'm not going to play it. I thought it was
Yeah, we go to Joey Badass.
Get the Ray Vaughn and Joey
Yeah.
Bada.
You know, I
next-
do want to play Kai Cash for at least a couple bars because he went crazy. This is Knicks and 6.
Stop this.
He's nice.
But who is this nigga?
His name's Kai Cash.
Kai
I
Cash.
don't
Yeah,
really
I
know
don't
too
know
much
anything
about
about
him.
It just popped up. It's like he jumped in and put a record Knicks in 6. And I
He's
was like,
nice.
who is this?
All right, so we just playing anybody that
I'm playing
that
highlights.
jumps in and says, "Hey."
Yeah, but I mean the nice ones.
I'm playing the nice ones.
If you
He was
don't
nice.
know,
Whose side is he on?
New York.
Joey, nigga.
You ain't hear him?
I know, but does Joey know him?
We don't
I don't
know.
know. He might.
Okay, so
We don't know.
We got lost the fucking plot. Okay, we just all right. Go ahead.
Watch your fucking mouth. You niggas jumping. We don't know him, but nigga, he nice.
Niggas 100 niggas going at Joey Badass. Yeah, let somebody from New York that's
that's
getting
part
this
two.
shit off get in there.
Knicks is 6. Fuck
that.
Yeah, nigga. I was out there, nigga. I was out there. Niggas just jumping around acting crazy, nigga. I didn't know none of them niggas I was out there with. That's what happened. Niggas New York. Watch your fucking self.
He was nice.
He's nice.
He was nice.
He's nice.
But I need. All right, that ain't tricking me.
I felt the same way until I pressed play.
I'm with you today.
You tricked
to get
already.
in trouble. Yeah, no. I'm letting Daylyt in this shit. They gonna get me in some rap beef. I'm shutting the fuck up. All right, thank you, C Psych,
Kai Cash.
Kai Cash.
Kai Cash.
Shout to Kai Cash.
Who the fuck is C?
You want to go right to Joey?
Oh shit, he's Generation Now.
Fire.
You got
That was hard.
To Lux?
You like the way he.
No, we're playing this entire joint.
Oh, okay.
That's why, like, all of this other shit, y'all.
Gotcha.
I'm-
Gotcha.
Like,
Chill.
give me to the main event. I don't have time for all
The
of
undercard?
I
You
don't
need
have time for the openers.
We need openers sometime, nigga.
Not on this broadcast. Go to them other YouTubers and hear what the openers are doing. I'm here for the main event, which is Light, Vaughn, Joey Badass,
And now Loaded Lux.
And now Lux.
and now Loaded Lux. Listen, call it New York bias. I think Joey's up.
He's up.
And I think he's up by a lot.
definitely up.
No, he's not up. Ray Vaughn's been.
Ray Vaughn's crazy.
I can't.
Ray went crazy, but Joey up.
Ray Vaughn is going.
Ray
absolutely
went
crazy.
Now, what's a lot to
Well,
you?
we'll have a time where we can go around the room and hear what everyone
Okay.
thinks.
Okay.
I'm just saying what I think. I'm not saying it's fact. In my opinion, Joey's beats have been a lot harder. This one sealed the deal for me. This is the one that sealed the deal for me. This beat switch, and then bringing in Loaded Lux.
But some of them earlier Ray shits was hard.
Yeah, I don't think his beats have been harder.
Ray ran out of shit to say to me.
Well, the very last
Ray
one
don't
he did.
really have nothing else to say. I was very careful picking my words last part when I called Ray the better wordsmith, which I think he very well may be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that means that he's a better rapper or MC than Joey Badass, because it's about what you have to say, not how many fancy words you can rhyme. Joey sound like he got a lot to say about every one of y'all, even though it's low profile compared to Kendrick.
I also think that there is some veteran versus rookie or first year, however you want to view Ray Vaughn player. You know what I'm saying? Joey's been here for a minute. He's been here 15 years. He's seasoned.
That's what I'm saying. Like, with all due respect, it's easy to dismiss Ray Vaughn and Daylyt and anybody on TDE that's not them.
Yeah.
That's not Kendrick, Solo, Rock, Schoolboy. Anybody else over there is easily dismissed. Sorry.
And that's why they rapping the way they rapping on these records. Because niggas is going to easily dismiss them. So let me show you something.
Reason went crazy, bro.
Yeah, Reason's going crazy.
And Ray Vaughn.
And Ray Vaughn.
I think
Ray
you
Vaughn
like
went
Ray
his fucking
Vaughn
mind.
went crazy
Ray Vaughn
too.
went crazy
For a
too.
lot of people who might not have ever heard of Ray Vaughn, it's like, oh shit, who is this? And he's killing shit over
That's
there.
my favorite part about this battle. Between him, the dude
Even
that's
Reason.
played, Kai
Even
Cash,
Reason, like, yo, I'm
Reason.
independent now. You gave me a reason to come back out and show niggas what I could do with a pen.
Yeah, I think this is going to make a lot of these dudes gain some fans, which I love.
And
Because they're
just-
talented
and just
motherfuckers.
rap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just rap. That's at the bottom line. It's just
Ain't no
rap.
industry games, no
don't care
label
about
games,
no
no nothing.
YouTube drops. Bad mixes
Miss
and all.
it. Miss it.
Fuck it.
I missed
Purity
it.
of it.
Yeah.
I love this shit.
Let's go, Parks.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, stop. Turn this off. 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 Turn this off.
Okay.
Slow down. Slow down. Slow down.
Don't make me pull it. So.
Yeah.
You got busy, dog.
You go crazy.
That's
on
crazy.
this. Yeah, I like when the bars give you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've really changed. I've really changed. I love when you can hear, like, he gonna star power them niggas to death. He gonna star power them niggas to death.
But that's the angle. Yes,
That's his strength.
and that's the angle that they using against him.
I hear
That's what they're
you.
trying to use against him.
I hear you. It's something to be said for the nigga where you could hear every word, understand every word.
Yeah.
The mix sound
his
clean.
pace.
Yeah.
His pace to me
More
is
expensive sounding beats,
Yeah.
not for nothing.
Yes.
Yeah, all of that matters right this second.
True.
Them niggas over there is rapping.
They rapping.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take away from the production side over there too, because I don't want to make it sound. I love them Vaughn beats. Joey though, standing alone, something to be said for the demonstration he's putting on. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
agree.
And that shit sound
It looks like it's a
clear,
jump, and he's winning the jump.
That bring the pain, Flint. Oh my God.
That was hard.
Yo. He winning.
Yeah, he's definitely winning.
Ray went
He's
crazy, but
definitely
he's winning. And they jumping him.
Yeah.
And they jumping him.
That's the impressive shit. That's the impressive
And
shit.
he's still standing.
Yeah.
He fighting that shit off like
Call my
nothing.
man ass cheek.
And
That was
knock,
a-
yeah, knock, got
knocked
a
him
couple,
out.
got a
Got
couple.
rid of
Yeah,
it.
Wait, right.
That was like someone jumped in the fight and he just turned around. Bow!
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the main event.
Yeah. That's real.
Which is what should happen to Homeboy.
For sure.
Like, hey, cool,
Respectfully,
you was
yeah.
on Peekaboo. Awesome. Thanks. And you could be a really dope guy with a bright future. Not now. Sorry. Hey,
But I'm not mad at young boy
man,
for
I'm
trying.
not mad.
Now is when
And
you
I'm
do
mad at
it.
him for trying.
Round of
He did what he was
applause
supposed
for
to
that. I don't want to be introduced to none of you niggas during the beef. That's me.
Oh,
I don't.
I do. That's
I
my
don't.
favorite part of this shit.
And you wasn't.
Yes.
Well, you were introduced by
says-
Peekaboo. Yeah.
Says you, I didn't know Homeboy's name on Peekaboo. Y'all
No, I
not
get- I get
speak
that.
for you.
I get that,
I
but-
don't know him, and him
understand.
jumping in this beef, I pass.
I get
Speak
that.
for you.
I can
I'm
dig-
just telling you, I pass.
I understand I know a homeboy's name, but if I was introduced on a number one album, the song that I'm on is I think number 6 or 7. Some
Then
people
what?
have been introduced to me. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not mad for him trying to shoot a shot.
Me either.
I'm not
Supposed
mad
to
at
do
that.
that.
But yeah.
Can you get to the heavyweights, please? Don't waste my fucking time. God
Get
damn.
that nigga Lux.
God damn.
Lighten you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was dope. It was a dope tagging, like you said.
Yeah.
You've been
Wade
ducking
tagged
running
him in.
from Lux. Yeah.
There you go. Got him right here. Dope tag.
I love that building anticipation for Lux and Light at some point.
Yes.
I love Lux being the person that Joey tags in. I loved everything about that.
Perfect execution, beat, the flows. There's nothing to not really like about that one. That shit was.
These niggas is just doing a lot for where this beef started. That's all. It's a lot going on.
It is, but that's what I like about it.
think
Yeah,
so,
it's
yo.
pride, it's hip hop.
I think it's
Like,
promo.
That's
I
the
think
main
it's
thing.
free
that it
promo.
is. Yeah.
Like, yo,
And not
I'm
just
independent. The label is doing some bullshit. It's hard for us to get music out. This is giving me any reason to go get some more fans. I'm not mad at it.
people
and
are
it's
trying different
easy.
things, flowing
I
on
can
different
rap.
beats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the part. Like, yo, I can rap. So cool. You said something, I'm on your ass again. If you say something else, I'm gonna do it. This comes to me
Continuing.
in my sleep. These is bar spitters we talking about. Not these ain't clout chasey. You know, this ain't that new generation.
Gimmicky niggas.
Yeah,
I don't need a hook.
yeah, the
I don't
niggas that could
need-
do everything but rap.
Right.
Right.
That's what I'm loving about it. It feels like pure hip hop to me. It feels like
that part.
like
I'm
the
with
sport. Yeah, I love it.
Shit get you excited. Listen, I'm like, yes. Who got something to say next? I want to hear it all.
Until
I listen.
Not to do the chick from
Until
the
they
video,
don't.
just-
Yeah, until I don't.
Until they start missing.
No, until I don't. Until I get tired of it. But
Yeah.
right now, I'm not tired of it. I love every second of this shit.
Me too.
Because you know it's gonna be a million more tracks that we.
Yeah,
not
of
gonna-
course.
Good.
Facts.
That's
Go
the-
rap.
Yeah.
We've been begging niggas to rap for years.
Word.
So go rap. Niggas been saying New York ain't been sounding like New York for years. Now you have New York niggas rapping. Good.
I ain't mad.
See, this is where he started. He started beating the Diddy shit down.
Yeah, he did a little too
much.
That's my only issue with that.
Yeah, me too. It was dope until
It was
there,
dope.
but then it starts to get a
too
little
much.
repetitive in the angle that he chose.
Yeah.
Well, that's my thing. How much are you going to be able to say about Joey Bada?
I think they're gonna start running out. I think.
I think everybody's going to
Everybody's
start
doing it.
running
Yeah,
out of
everybody
shit to
gonna say
say, and now we're just doing it for the sake of doing it.
Yeah,
That was hard.
that shit is hard though.
Yeah, that's
Till
hard.
then, but then it starts to.
Daylyt, whatever your new shit is, we'll get to it on the next one, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll check it out on the break. I still got Joey Bada up.
Me too.
Cool.
Me too. But I think Ray has been right there with him. I'm not mad.
Consistent.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad at Ray continuing to do that because Ray actually has an album out.
He does,
So
which is dope.
Again,
A dope album.
Yeah, and the album's dope.
I missed that LA Leakers freestyle he did. He went absolutely fucking crazy up
nuts,
there.
yo.
I didn't see it.
We came in and talked. We
Ooh-wee.
talked
We
about
did.
it. We talked about it.
We definitely talked about
Did
it.
we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He went nuts.
It was like 10 minutes long plus.
Y'all don't think we have a summer of rap beef coming, right?
No.
Nah.
No.
Who's out here to beef that the masses would want to really hear?
This is for the heads.
Yeah, the masses
I
don't care
don't think
about
the
this.
masses don't give a fuck about this.
They don't.
Not really.
True.
Masses don't care about this.
How long does this run? What do y'all think? Like
Maybe
month?
another week.
Oh, okay. What do you think?
Week and a half tops.
I think it's kind of
Joey
old.
Badass got a girlfriend, so he ain't gonna keep doing this with you niggas. I can't
Or-
speak for everybody.
Or
I might want this.
yeah,
I might want this.
yeah.
It's good traction for everybody involved.
Kane and over, nigga.
Yeah.
Them niggas is rapping like ain't no girl in the house looking in the living room saying, "Hey, when you coming to bed?" Joey Badass ain't gonna keep staying up all night. he gotta go to bed.
Kane and over, nigga. I got time.
Shit.
I got time.
I do love it though. Shout out to Joey, man. Shout
Yeah,
out
that
to
shit
all
is
participants.
fire.
Shout out to Ray. Shout out to Daylyt. Shout out to you other niggas whose names I don't know yet. This is great. This is great.
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
No, Ice is excited. Ice.
What? Nigga, hip hop shit.
Why
my
I'm
nigga.
nigga though?
We're not getting
Why
no-
can't it just be
we ain't
Joe?
get-
We're not getting no rap albums. This is the
Yeah,
closest thing we
this
got to a
is-
rap album
exactly.
this year that we give a fuck about. For me, I played this playlist more times than I've played any album I think this year outside of Al and 2 Chainz shit.
Yeah, I
So
only
I
got
love
2
it.
albums I fuck with this year. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You're right.
We need Game to get involved.
No, you can't do that. Can't do that.
I love
Why?
Game, but
Not right now. Bad timing.
I feel like he's
light
going
game.
to.
They would light Game ass up with all
Yeah,
the
'cause-
shit that they got that they could use right this second.
The Game is house shopping.
Yeah, he got to chill.
I also feel like it's a generation thing. Like he's a
He don't
couple
care.
generations. Yeah, you're right, but
It was a generation thing when Tiger was dissing Dirk. He didn't give a fuck.
that's true. He will. I'm sure he will insert himself in this beef at some point, but I don't think it's needed.
Yeah, I wonder what all the rappers are doing. All the rappers is busy with life shit. They ain't doing nothing.
I know.
They
I
ain't-
see. That's what's funny too, because I see them tagging rappers on like Twitter or whatever, saying you need to get like they hit Banks. Banks like, yo, I just dropped the album of the year contender. I'm not thinking about this. You know, they hitting other rap like, yo, I'm not getting in that. They got it. Y'all could do that. I done proved my pen already on that front.
And I think the same thing should go for Game. Like,
Yeah, but he likes
I know
to do
he-
it. Though.
he-
That's it.
yeah,
It'd
you're right.
be beef that you don't want him in, and he just jumps in anyway.
That's a fact.
That's all.
That's a fact.
That's why I wouldn't be. If circumstances were different, I'm sure he'd be in here.
Let the youngs duke it out.
I agree.
The up and comers
Got it.
and Joey.
And Joey kicking ass. So
We got a big dog.
Freeze, I love when you do that. Freeze, he want to get all this shit on, nigga. Again, Freeze.
nope. I told y'all not gonna get me today.
Ain't nobody did that. All right, what's up? What else is going on? What else is hot out there? Come on, Flip. You was doing some real life journalism, huh?
What, the Puff trial?
You've been doing a lot.
Yeah,
You left work early the other day, and then I saw you in a sea of Knicks fans.
yeah. I didn't leave for that though, but yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I left.
I mean-
I left work early. You know, I was, went out there to be with the Knicks fans and shit. Had a meeting. Yeah, the Puff trial, man. I was driving by with JR to go film something. I saw my mom outside. I didn't know what the fuck she was doing out there. I'm like, what? So then I got out the car and then, they were asking me a lot of questions about how I feel, but
Who's that?
Who? People. TMZ, different outlets asking me questions, and I just told them, like, I'm not well researched yet, so I can't answer any question. I learned from the show that I'm on that your voice is very powerful, and I don't want to speak out of turn. And it was like, okay, that's good. And then
Salute to that.
yeah, it was just mayhem and stuff like that. But I don't know what my mother being out there for, man. I gotta watch her. She's doing a lot.
What was she out there for?
Doing that, like just I guess blogging or vlogging on what's going on her opinions around the corner from her job, and it was good to see her. You know what I mean? And Fresh and Fit nigga was out there too, and I'm looking like, I hope this nigga ain't, because I know how my mom is. And JR was telling me, yo, Pops, did that guy go, please calm down because they're going back and forth outside. So, but my mom was cool. Everybody was cool.
I saw so many people that would just, like you said, was just running down there to be a part of the trial or be inside or try to get a scoop. Is it open to the public? I'm
Yeah, it is
assuming,
open to
right?
the public.
Completely. It's hard to get in.
I think
but
that's so interesting. Like the people
I'm
that
sure
wake
that
up and say, you know what?
I'm going to puff shit.
I'm going to Puff's trial
No,
today.
there's a lot of people that's outside, a lot of arguing outside. So Laura LaRosa out there, she's cool.
Yeah,
She's dope.
She been streaming.
I've been getting all my reporting from her and
Lauren,
some white
sorry.
lady.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I saw them out there.
White lady cooking. She killing
Yeah,
that
she
shit.
bodying that shit. She got, but the white lady got her little corner. Like she not even trying.
Yeah.
She go in the corner,
She
get her
got in the
notes
mix.
together. She got her little space. She not with all that shit in the front. She go in the corner like it's like around the corner when nobody's on the stairs and she just sitting there getting her shit off. Yeah, I know who he's talking about.
I don't really have nothing to say. I know some more people took the stand. I don't have anything else to say about the trial as it stands currently. Ish, you weren't here, so if you have anything to say, please. They leaked the pictures of the escorts.
I saw that.
That was crazy.
These niggas was in there with some mid. Yo,
That's what you said.
they threw me all the way off with these Dolph Lundgren looking ass escorts. Yo.
That's where you go with this.
Yes.
I did not think that was going to be your angle.
Yo, for months and months and months, we've been here about baby oil and escorts and like niggas was having a time. They put this list out, man.
These musclehead.
These niggas,
They got niggas
a
from Planet,
mess. I know
Planet Fitness.
Puff better have a mask on in there.
It wasn't your type.
Hey, watch your.
That's strike two for you.
I'm asking you.
That's
You
the
said that
second-
men are
that's the
men.
second one.
It is.
You hit it earlier. I took it in stride.
Come on, dog. Anyway,
This the second
yo,
one.
You said that men were mid.
Yeah, the list. Everybody on that list. It was a lot. It was a mid pack. I can't believe that that's who they was in there tossing up.
Nigga Puff said, let me put a mask on. And God, I don't want to be seen with these niggas. Hey, yo, let me tell you
No,
something.
that list looks absolutely nuts, my nigga. They was getting that was the back page escort. That's
Where
just
you getting them from?
That's
Some of them
not.
was from
She
there,
started
and
getting them
Craigslist.
from
Back page and Craigslist.
Yeah, but if you have $1 billion, see, that's the problem. We assume that $1 billion affords you a different lifestyle, and sometimes it don't. Sometimes it don't. Sometimes you pulling from the same escort list.
You saw the fucking Steve?
But what if the thought was,
Yo,
they
dog.
gonna if I give them this bag, they gonna keep it quiet because they from the back page and they from the Craigslist.
One of them
I would
niggas
think that would be the other way
I'm
around.
about to say I wouldn't think that.
One of them
I would think the opposite.
was on some retired wrestler shit. He looked like one of them niggas that Hulk Hogan had to beat up in No Holds Barred, the movie.
The bald head
I'm like,
nigga.
I ain't gonna lie. When he came in there and wrecked shit.
There goes Brutus Beefcake.
Homeboy came in there and fucking.
That was the real
Yeah, he's-
wrestler name, nigga.
Brutus the Barber
Holy
Beefcake.
shit.
Anyway,
man.
does anybody have any educated takes?
Oh, we only got our educated brother here.
Don't put that on me. No,
You were educated.
I think the trial's going just where we thought. No new information. I know Dawn Richard's testimony yesterday was it wasn't earth shattering.
Yeah, I heard they ain't sway nothing.
It didn't sway one way or the other. She made some points, but it was a lot of the same stuff from her civil trial. And then and there was some times where the defense where they were asking questions she didn't remember certain details. But there was no.
They said they chewed
And
her
they
ass
said
up.
they said they chewed up, and they said she met up with the feds 8 times, I guess, prior.
Yeah.
And then some of the stuff that she forgot to mention or she didn't mention when she met up with them, that was something that they held on to. Well,
I think what's interesting though is that a lot of the witnesses have said now I don't recall, and that was too long ago. And each side is kind of being selective about when they think that's a big deal to not remember when they don't. So I'm curious to know how the jury interprets that.
Well, Dawn said she keeps remembering things as time goes on. And then Puff's defense was like, isn't that the opposite of how it goes? Like, don't people normally forget as time goes on?
Right, unless somebody
So
tells
you're
you.
remembering things.
Which is not a good look, you know. But again, I'm curious to know how it plays out long term in terms of how the jury sees it. It's going to be a long trial, so I'm wondering if at the end of this so-called 8 weeks, if people, how much Cassie or Dawn or whoever will even still be in people's minds.
You think it'll last 8 weeks?
They said that at the beginning. The pacing seems a little fast to me. Like it wouldn't shock me if it was like 5 or 6 weeks.
They 4 or 5 people now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got Cassie mom on the stand now.
But,
Right now.
but I'm wondering if there's something we just don't know. You know, you could have a witness that could last 10 days depending on how things go. I just don't
If
know.
Cassie wasn't pregnant, I'm sure that they would have loved her to stay longer.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would have put her towards the end of the trial.
Yeah.
Ideally, so that's the freshest thing on people's
Yeah.
minds before deliberation or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know how true it is, but I read that Jane Doe 3 is not testifying.
They can't find her.
Can't find her.
Can't find
Yeah.
it.
From basically what I
Y'all sleeping on that part.
Yo, fuck, I'm not. That's why he's saying shit.
Hold on. That's why niggas shut the fuck up.
Yo, everybody just got silent on it at the same time. Man, actually, don't say that, man.
Hey, shit, this cup of
Y'all playing with the
Change gonna come. Is it a law?
Stop.
They basically.
I think they got him too. By the way, I'm just having fun. I do think they got him already.
think they got him.
I keep saying that.
Yeah, they got him.
from
Now, also, mind you,
from what
I've
we've
been
seen so far.
I've been wrong anytime I've guessed the verdict of one of these major celebrity trials. I've been wrong. So let me just say that too. I think they got him because they want to get him. I said that when you weren't here.
I would agree with that, but I'm talking
If
about.
I'm judging based off what I'm seeing take place,
No, I think you're judging based off of before the trial when the news outlets were saying they have all these informations on Puff. So then people's like, damn, they got him. But now that we're going through the trial, it's looking a little different.
every day somebody get in that stand, they prove that he was beating motherfuckers up.
And he not on trial for beating.
He's not on
motherfuckers
trial
up.
for that, for domestic. But
I still think they'll get
It can
him by
sway the-
making people see that this nigga is
a menace.
Got it. Yeah,
this
it can
nigga
sway the
hit
jury.
Cassie's friend with the hammer. It's like, all right, you just
Yo.
Nah, for real, I'm reading the shit. You can't hit. All right.
I think they're gonna get him just because they can't have Thug go free and Puff go free back to back.
That ain't. I think they got him because
he
the
did
other
it?
trials wasn't the feds.
The feds got him. They make a tight
When the
case.
feds come, it's different.
I think that thus far, from the evidence that we've seen thus far, and from the reports that have been released thus far, I think he winning.
They said that the judge stated, like, what does this have to do with racketeering? They said the judge said it. Somebody
And so
told
when
me
them
outside the
judges started
courtroom.
being like, "Yo, dog, y'all
Like,
not
what
proving
what
y'all
po-
case,"
Yeah.
it don't fare well. That's what the judge in Atlanta kept doing. Yo, dog, what are we talking about?
I think that's what I'm curious to know what the next 4 or 5 weeks going to look like. They're
Yeah,
laying
well,
this
he
out
said that.
slow because I think what they're trying to lay out now is not just that Puff
Character flaws.
character, but
flaws.
also another thing is that part of the sex trafficking thing is coercion, force, or fraud, and I think they're trying to show that he has the ability to dominate and coerce and terrify people, and so it's not just he's a fucked up person, true, but also like he's capable of making people disappear. He's capable of doing these things, so you might really feel like you have to get involved in commercial
So we're gonna show
sex.
how violent
that's
he
not
is.
enough to me.
No, but we're gonna lay it out slow. So we're gonna
Right.
show how violent he is. We're gonna show he has a history of violence and making these things happen. Cool. Now when you go down the line and say, "Yo, why did you stay for so long?"
Boom.
He was violent. Y'all saw that he did X, Y, Z to these people. So I think they laying it out slow.
Right. I didn't want my car to blow up.
Right now, though, I think he's winning. Until they come through and tie it all together, then they might do a masterful job of doing so. But I think as of right now, he's definitely winning. It's a whole bunch of reasonable doubt in what we've heard in the first 2 weeks.
Here's the other thing, though, and this is what I've been thinking about. I mean, it seems like the prostitution stuff seems pretty cut and dry, though, right? I think you're right about the racketeering. They ain't proving that at all. But is there any doubt that he paid for prostitutes and had them travel?
I'm cloudy. I know y'all read it here. I'm cloudy on if that's sex trafficking.
Yeah, me too. Like because some people's version of coercion is different. We read the definition of coercion up here, but he can't necessarily forcefully say that he did those things.
And I think that's where your point about the early thing is really important to tie those two things together. Because if I say I didn't coerce him to do it, and he says yes he did, and we've already established for 3 weeks that you coerce everybody doing everything because everybody's scared of you. I think now all of a sudden,
See, but you being scared of me is not coercion, and that's where it's tricky.
No, but if you have a history of
And not me. Paul, 'cause
anybody.
Some people are getting
anybody.
confused about when I do that.
But if we have a history of when I step out of line, he beat my ass.
right?
So now I might have did all of these 20 things voluntarily just so I ducked getting the ass
See,
whipping.
and what I'm saying is, I'm not certain in the court of law that proves that. I know that Puff's defense attorney was asking Cassie, "Hey, did he ever beat your ass when you said no to a freak off?" And the answer was no. So their angle was,
Okay.
whatever the domestic abuse was about,
It wasn't about this.
it wasn't about these freak offs. That just sounds like a wild sentence to even say.
No,
Right.
but
But
and they and
so
and
I
they-
don't. So I don't know. I don't know where the jurors fall on that.
And from what I've seen, also they were having the freak offs when he wasn't even present. So
Yes.
if that's
Sometimes
true,
he asks for souvenirs.
but that lends to, yo, dog, she was doing this shit when I wasn't even there, and she was the alpha. You know what I'm saying? And the lead person in these activities, and I wasn't even there. So I think that also buys him a little bit of reasonable doubt.
I mean, now I
Type
did
of shit.
I did hear that they're trying to get a doctor up there to talk about trauma, right? Because they've stated that Cassie did text him in 2018 and 2020. You know what I mean? After she said the abuse happened, after they broke up. So they're trying to say that maybe in 2023, when she filed the lawsuit, that she had time to realize that she was going through something, or it was traumatic, or it was toxic.
She felt safe and free.
Yeah, she felt safe and free. But what the defense is trying to say is that you said Puff is all these things, but you told him that you missed him. You were already engaged in a relationship, pregnant with your child, and you're reaching out to Puff, telling him how much you missed him, saying that he's your best friend, saying that you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. Your life wouldn't be this magnificent if it wasn't for him. So
It's a great.
It's a
lot.
great
I was thinking about this weekend because we talked about the cult stuff before, but I was thinking about when I lived in the cult and some of the kids who got molested. Some of them moved back in. I was thinking about how many of them went back a year later, or 6 months later, or 2 years later, or who said they missed the name we called. They missed the leader, and at the time I couldn't understand why they would do that shit either. I didn't get molested, so it was easy for me to be out. I thought a lot of them went back. So I guess for me, I can wrap my mind around it.
I understand.
But I remember their defense was the same thing. If I was this monster, why are these kids coming back? I don't know what's true and what's not true, but I do know that they're going to have to convince the jury that that's possible, because there's a lot of people. Everybody up here, we had this conversation last week, who's doubtful about that piece. Jurors are going to be doubtful about that too. So they're going to have to do some real convincing.
Yeah.
Question for you. You said that when you were in the cult, though, when you left, you were basically homeless.
Yeah.
Right? And you had nowhere to turn and nowhere to go. Right? So as a lot of motherfuckers that go
Don't
to
do that to Mark, yo. He got himself together.
No, I'm telling
No, but he was ashamed to go back.
That's what he said.
He said he didn't want to go back home
But he cleaned
because he
up.
had an issue.
I know.
He had a disagreement with Mama Love and them.
greatness. What I'm saying is, a lot of motherfuckers, when they come home from jail, they don't be having nowhere to go. And as fucked up as jail is, motherfuckers will do some shit to go right back to jail to what they know.
Yeah, where they're comfortable.
Yeah, it's a comfort thing, maybe more so than facing the outside world and all of the shit and adversity that comes along with that. You might as well go back to what you know.
Exactly.
And that could be potentially it.
Especially when what you know is actually like a mansion.
3 hots in the car. Yeah, all that shit.
Yeah, it's like Cassie had a whole much better warm. Her option was even better. So that's just a. I totally could see how it would happen. It doesn't make her right. Doesn't make her wrong. But I could see. It doesn't. When I see her do that, I don't go. That proves she lying.
But
That proves who's lying.
it's the opposite
Cassie,
side
some
of
people
that,
see
though.
that and say, if she went back, then she must be lying. I'm saying that doesn't necessarily mean that for me.
The thing that the thing that a lot of people had trouble with when it came to Cassie, or as it pertains to Cassie, and I don't want to stay on her because she's no longer on the stand. They had a problem with how she left. She left because she realized she could never live up to the ghost of
Kim Porter. He didn't want to have a baby with her. All of those things are kind of saying now you didn't leave as a result of abuse. You left as a result of he wouldn't fulfill the things that you wanted out of your significant other.
And even when they asked her on the stand, it's like she almost stopped herself short of saying, "Yo, I still love this man."
Yeah.
And she might.
So it gets tricky.
She might.
Yeah.
And she might.
And she might.
Listen, she's not on trial.
That's
And
true.
we're-
She not.
But we're not in court.
Yeah.
Also true.
Mark, how do you look at this, right? We say that when we talk about the government and everything and the current people in power, we say that the world is this way, right? Like people think this way, people think like misogynistic, and people have this skewed view of viewing the world. And then when you go on in the trial, right, and you listen to what's going on, are we hoping that, and help me because it takes time, are we hoping that people will see things from a different lens? Because if we still see, if the world is fucked up, Trump and all that shit, and people have this view, and we don't look at things about from the trauma perspective, or we don't acknowledge, some of the people don't acknowledge not postpartum, Stockholm syndrome. Are we hoping that they do see that view or look differently? Because the judge or the jury may come from, I guess, the right side of the wing. If you understand what I'm saying. You understand what I mean?
I don't think but I think the issues, I'd be curious to know what y'all think, but I think the issues are bigger even than just the last 2 years, 4 years, 8 years, 10 years. I think it's just the way society looks at things that doesn't stop at an election. So I think in general, we don't believe survivors. In general, we don't trust the testimony of people who say they were abused, or we're skeptical about, because we don't talk to people who get harmed a lot. We think that getting harmed looks a certain way. You get abused, you walk out, you never come back. And anybody who does something different, we see that as evidence that they might not be as harmed as
They were volunteering almost.
Exactly. So that's always the tug of war. And so I think in the courtroom, you're almost having to educate the jury about how to look at the world differently, when ideally we should be doing that for each other, so that we never even get to that place. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why it's an uphill battle, and that's why a lot of people don't go to court. That's why a lot of people don't go to the police. That's why a lot of people don't sue. It's not because they're not harmed. It's because they don't want to have to go through all this shit where they end up being the person that gets scrutinized as much as, if not more, than the person who actually did the harm. So, you know, and I think Puff's attorneys are hoping the same thing. I think they're hoping the world looks at the world the way we always do. You know, and that's why I think he's got more hope than most people. And I know we got to jump to something else, but like, it's the only other thing is I know sometimes we say the feds are unbeatable, and they do have like a 99% rate. 98. But a lot of that is because of pleas.
Most of it is plea bargaining.
Almost all of it is plea bargaining. And so a lot of times they just put so much weight on you that you feel like you have to plead.
You could be innocent, and if you know these niggas got a 90-something percentile victory rate, and they offer you looking at 40 years. And these niggas say, yo, take this 3 years. You could be innocent, my nigga.
I know people are innocent.
Now you weighing, 3 years, 85% of 3 years, or 40 years. Yo, if I go take this 2 and some change, I could still see my kids grow up. So you get what I'm saying? They put damn near immeasurable odds up. You know what I mean? Put you up against immeasurable odds, and niggas will take the easier route.
Right.
That don't necessarily mean that they kicking ass.
But when you got money and lawyers, now the odds go down a whole lot.
Considerably.
So don't think he's going up against 98%. He might be going up against 50% for all I know. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot better odds when you got resources.
I know we got an ad to get to, but can you all tell me what life can potentially look like for Puff in the event that he's out? What does that look like?
Out. Completely exonerated, or out as in, I did 2 years, and I got time served.
Or that.
Which one?
I think it's two different answers. I think it's two different scenarios.
But even if he, and I said this yesterday, even if he's found innocent, not guilty, based off the video, some stains are unremovable.
His life is ruined.
Yeah, some stains are unremovable.
I don't think so.
People will still mess with Puff, but some stains are unremovable. That video of Cassie was still playing people's heads.
I understand that video, but this is Puff. If he gets completely exonerated of this and walks away a free man, he's still got a lot of powerful ass friends and a lot of people who want to show that, I had your back, I never turned on you, and there's going to be a lot of that happening. And I think Puff will bounce back.
So you did the video with that view of the video would disappear?
I mean, and it'll be talk in the public's mind, but I'm just saying in terms of Puff getting back to
Getting back to the money.
Been back to the money?
Okay.
I don't think that would stop him at all.
I think he'll be able to get to the money. I do think it'll be a little bit difficult for him to be like public facing in the way that he has been for 30-something years.
Yeah, I don't think
walk the dog for me. Get to the money where?
I don't think he could take that.
Like how?
Puff could go back to revolt tomorrow if he's an innocent man.
Well, he sold it, right? So remember, he sold
it.
The stake.
Wasn't it public?
He sold his shares.
He sold his part.
Yeah, but come on.
I'm saying he sold shares and resigned. I'm just saying, like, I can see if people didn't want to be associated.
Me giving my shares to somebody or me losing my shares don't necessarily mean I don't have control of my shares.
I think Puff's situation is different.
Ownership and control are different.
I think a large part of Puff's brand has been him being a public figure, and I don't see how he can be a public figure anymore.
Bro, there's a lot of people that's still on Puff's side that are in the public.
Joe. I think it depends on how a lot of people.
It's motherfuckers out here screaming free Puff.
It's a lot of people.
I got a slightly different take.
They won't. Well, hold on.
Let's go around the room.
I'm asking, like who?
Are you talking about artist-wise, Joe? Or are you talking about people?
Anybody.
But nobody. I guess what Ice is saying is the people that's not publicly condemning him, we automatically deem that they're on his side. If they're not criticizing him, if they had no comment, we automatically think that, okay.
They waiting to see how this shit play
Yeah,
out.
they waiting to see how it play out. They will work with Puff.
We are in a social climate where if somebody might 100% feel like free Puff, you can't say that publicly for fear of damaging your own brand.
I just want to know where he's getting his money from.
That's what I'm
I
asking.
just think-
Gina
I think-
Thompson in total.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, it's gonna be all old music.
I just think
Maybe,
Puff.
but who
I think
knows?
Puff has enough capital. I don't know where his money is. I think he has enough capital. I think he got enough networking. Like, we forgetting, bro, Puff was at the bottom working with Martha Stewart and all them niggas back in the 90s. Like, he got enough resources, I think, where he can go invest his money and make a bunch of money.
I think that he has enough ownership of people's intellectual property to keep him afloat, unless he had to sell all of it, which I don't know the details of. But I think that he would have a nice little head start.
I mean, he could live off what he's. I mean, couldn't he live off royalties and properties right now? I mean,
I would
I don't know
imagine.
about today.
I don't know
how
for
that
sure.
game goes,
But
even if he, I'm thinking if he went from being worth $1 billion to being worth $100 million.
I don't know how that game goes.
Yeah, I don't know enough to know either. That's what I'm really asking, but it seems like I know how much he had at one point, and like you said, the intellectual property of people.
Right.
That seems enough to survive off of. I think there are people who have been going to prison. Look at Mike Tyson, for example. Right? Mike Tyson was convicted of came back, won a championship again, and became famous again, and he was found guilty. But there's a big chunk of people who thought he got a raw deal. I think with Puff, there's enough people. Puff will never be the Martha Stewart.
You know the difference in that though?
Yeah.
Video.
No, and boxing and music.
Not even just video changes shit.
That's true. Seeing it
right there in real time changes it all.
I think everybody's seeing it. I think it'll be a blemish on his record for the history of time. I think Puff is going to come out, start doing anti-drug shit, saying that he was high. People have already attest to him always being high. I was out of my right mind. I made some mistakes, blah, 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 blah. He can't never shake the video, but I think financially he can rebound from this because I think motherfuckers is fickle.
Yeah.
I think people are fickle and they really don't care about it as much as they might say in the public framing of things.
100%.
I think that when it comes to, Puff could bring $20 million over here quarterly, I think niggas will forget that this girl got beat up, unfortunately.
And there's another piece to this that I think, which might be off the beaten path. I might be way off on this. But there's an opportunity for Puff to be a public celebrity.
Spokesman.
No, I'm going somewhere totally different. I mean, one day he could be a spokesman for something or other. But this whole sexuality thing is a new lane. I mean, there's no secrets about Puff's sexual identity, who he's with, what he likes to do, how he gets down. There's a whole world out there that he could, there's a whole, pardon the expression, untapped world that he could start to tap around partying, around sex, around
Fluidity,
all that stuff. I mean, there's a whole world that would embrace him. He could be the party king in I mean, there's all kinds of lanes for him if it were just about money. Now, that might not be the legacy or the image he wants to have. And that might not be how he sees himself. But I'm just saying there's a lot of stuff that's come out.
I'm about to say, for what you're saying to happen, he would have to claim that fluidity, and we've never seen him do that.
But he couldn't be based on what he would have potential
the
to
world
backlash.
he was operating, he couldn't.
That's true.
I'm saying now,
That's true.
if he wanted to, he could. I'm not saying he would. I'm saying he could.
Now he
That's
could.
a hell of a lane.
Now he could.
I don't know about that.
Joe,
That's what I'm saying.
the girl said that.
I don't know about that
The
one.
girl said that he would make her keep the ejaculant on him and come in the room and rub another nigga's cum on his nipples, right? That's what she said. So now there's a whole.
Those are the souvenirs I was talking about. Yeah.
But she didn't say
That
that he
also
was.
doesn't make him gay.
Yeah, indulging
I'm not
in
saying
in
that.
We ain't saying nothing about
homosexuality.
gay.
Nobody said
Yeah.
anything
That
about
doesn't,
that.
that doesn't make him bi.
Nobody said anything
nothing
about
about
that.
that. We're just saying there's a
It
world.
makes him have kinks that he would have
I'm as
hidden.
progressive as the next guy, but hold on.
No, it doesn't though.
It doesn't.
I'm
This
with
is
you.
opposite day? Wait
No,
a minute.
it
Y'all are
doesn't.
telling me that the dude that says, hey, come on in. I know you were out getting pounded by some guy and he nutted on you. Now
Well, a
would you
little
bring
bit
it
of
back?
that
I'm going to
cum,
rub it on
But
my
that doesn't
nipples?
make him gay.
What does it make him?
It doesn't
It
make
doesn't make him a
It
freak.
doesn't make him freaky.
It makes him nasty or
Think about
freaky
it,
in
Mark.
somebody's eyes, but that don't make him
make him
gay.
gay.
That's true.
You all are correct and I'm wrong. And I'm not being sarcastic. You're absolutely correct. I guess what I'm saying is, I've never met anyone who wanted those things to happen who was not also.
How would you know? How would you know that?
How would you know
but
that?
Mark, how
Because
would you know
niggas
that?
hide-
Speaks to what we
and
saying.
that speaks to your whole thing.
It's closeted,
All
and
of
people
those
keeping that
things
shit-
he was hiding for years.
Yeah.
Now because it's been open to the public, he can now come out, embrace that, and get
You're
embraced
100%.
by a whole
I
bunch of
stand
people.
down. You're 100% right. I'm being too narrow-minded on this. You absolutely.
But no, you introduced it.
Yeah, I'm saying you're right. I'm saying
it's crazy.
my instinct is probably homophobia. My first instinct is if a nigga want dude's tongue rubbed on his nipples, he might be gay. But
ding, ding, ding.
Anything is possible.
True.
And there's a lot of fluidity. But I'm saying that you're right. That is the whole point.
But look, dog, even if
What
he
do you
is
think
gay,
the freaky people in the educated community, the conscious educated black community is on?
And
Like, what type of freaky shit you think they on?
I don't know. I don't go in those circles.
man, them native wearing, them no deodorant wearing, dreadlock, boy.
Let's try
Hey, watch your fucking mouth, man.
No, he right.
Flip, flip, flip. Mark, no.
I don't know anything.
I bet you don't.
Yeah, fucking busting all over
What?
a bookshelf.
That nigga,
Some wild.
none of these Birkenstocks.
Hey, yo, cut that nigga dread.
Turn to page 59.
Hey, yo,
Close my essay.
watch your clocks. Cut that nigga dreads and bring it back to me.
dissertation.
Nigga play with niggas dreads.
What? Oh man.
Anyway, we'll stay tuned to this.
Yes,
we will not be
have no
reporting
choice.
on this every pod
Yeah, no, thank God.
because I just can't. But
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I beg to differ, because I think what's going to happen every 3 to 4 days,
Get a Whopper.
something's going to come out. Yeah. Somebody's testimony is going to be newsworthy to where we're going to have to come in and address. We might not go, deep dive, but I think something's going to come out every 3 to 4 days that has to be talked about.
I don't think so. I don't see it like that.
We'll see.
Okay.
Or this shit going to be super short.
Or they could think a lot more is, well, they should. They're actually involved in the trial. They could think a lot more is newsworthy than we do to report on.
Sure.
Like, we didn't say a word about all of the Dawn Richard shit, the Cassie friend, but things came out.
No, but I'm saying, but in the next 3 days, you get what I'm saying? In the next 3 days, somebody will probably hit the stand that has some shit that is reportable.
And a lot of it's going to be the charge, all that straight behavior that y'all just talked about. A lot of it may come out in trial transcripts when they start interviewing escorts and things like that. We're going to hear some wild sexual shit that's going to turn into, for people, jokes, into fodder, into debates. Yeah. And that might be the shit we end up talking about. Not like the trial stuff, but like all the
funny shit.
All the ridiculous shit. Yeah. That is absolutely not gay.
What chef? Is Al B. Short taking a stand? That's all I keep asking.
He better not.
Well, he got a book coming out now, so I think he's saving his material for the book.
Bro, he
it's
better
called
not.
Do You Believe Me Now?
Is Chopper taking a stand?
September.
That's what his book is called?
Yeah, that ass.
Do you believe me now?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's his book called?
Do You Believe Me Now? And it's him on the cover, like, it's, I seen
you co-wrote that?
You got it in stock?
It comes out in September.
Did you co-write it?
It comes out in September. And
I can't believe
you doing the foreword.
I have absolutely nothing to do. I did talk to Al, and he gave me some of the things off the record that I have not published, but I'm excited to see the public find out the things that he told me. He promised me an interview, and then he got the book deal and said that I had to hold the information, but it will come out in September. So it's some stuff in there. And I'll just say this. I don't know if it's true or not, but if half of what Al B. Shore has told me is true, Puff is worse than we could ever thought he could be.
I could believe that.
And I thought I heard everything.
I heard Al B. Shore talk.
Right.
Some of that shit sounds so left. I'm not saying it's not possible.
Yeah.
Because power is power. Some of that shit is so left. It's like some TV shit.
Right. And that's why he's like, you believe me now? Because he feels like the case is being made.
For what he said.
Yeah. But,
Can I ask you a real stupid question before we do this prize picks? This should be fast.
What's up?
Humans don't eat hippopotamus, do they?
No.
Maybe somewhere.
They're probably somewhere.
Y'all haven't eaten.
No.
I've never seen
Would
it.
you?
Yes.
No.
I'll try it.
No. Well, maybe.
absolutely not.
Probably not, though.
Call me closed-minded, bro. I'm good. Chicken is just fine. Why?
That has stumped me all yesterday that humans don't eat hippopotamus.
It's a big beefy.
Who said they don't?
Finish that thought?
It's a big beefy animal. Like
In some parts of Africa, it is consumed and has been for a long time.
Yeah. Ain't like we just got hippos running around on the farm
Why
in
we
Virginia.
don't eat that over here?
We're
not eating
native
hippos
here. They got a bunch of
we're not eating no fucking hippo.
When that ever?
We
Whatever,
wasn't
stop
here.
it.
Yo,
You know-
dog,
you know
if
about
we
hippos,
had cow- Yo, dog, if we got
Hey, winners, they're not here. Stop the line.
It says here.
Hippos are like
We got 10
my
million
nigga, you
niggas.
got cows down.
hippos are crazy.
You don't know
Hippos,
that.
hippos are crazy. You can't keep them like cows.
Yeah.
They'll tear that whole shit up.
So look,
You're not just grazing the hippos.
look, it says hippo
do what
meat-
they want.
Look, hippo meat is not commonly consumed, but those who have tried it describe the taste as somewhat similar to beef, though it can be tougher and gamier. The meat is said to have had a rich, fatty flavor and is often compared to other large game animals. So niggas do fuck with it.
Yeah, but you ain't risking your life for a tough ass steak.
Nah.
Yeah, that don't sound good.
Yeah, it ain't worth
That
it.
don't sound
Shit's
good.
just chaotic.
It's like deer. Tough.
They don't
Yeah,
play.
hippos are-
Hippos don't play at all.
Nah, hippos don't fuck around.
Strongest
Yeah.
bite and all that other dumb shit. Who the fuck?
Hippos are
gonna be-
assholes.
Yeah, no one wants to deal
Yo,
with
let
that.
me get that cow right there, my nigga.
They just be chilling eating the
Yeah,
grass.
what are we talking about?
All right.
Yo, your brain, yo.
Would you try it?
Hippo?
Yeah.
No, but I want to try human.
All right.
All right.
Time for my favorite
Yo,
part of the
time
show.
for our favorite part of the
Favorite part of the
show.
show, dog. I love this part.
I need friends that don't get so taken aback by just my normal thoughts. Like, what was wrong with what I just
You want to
said?
eat?
You
You want to
want
be?
to
You want to
try
be a cannibal?
human.
You want to
You
be a
wanna be a
cannibal?
cannibal.
No, I think the normal thought was the hippo party saying.
No,
No,
no.
the
We got
niggas
taken aback
cannibalism.
by him saying, "I want to eat humans."
No, hippo's too far for me. I want to try human. That was crazy to me. Why? Saying you want to try human, not if I was in, some
A dire situation.
and
If
I
I was
had
stuck-
to,
yeah,
I would do it.
you didn't say that.
You said it like I wish it was a restaurant across the street where I could walk in and say, "Yo, let me
Yo,
get
let me get that
fat
nigga
right there."
arm.
Hey, stop. You can't say that.
Yo, let me get
Oh,
Yo, let me get a quarter pounder. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? You don't think that's off a little bit?
Not at all.
What part of the human you
But
want?
long ago, I've accepted that.
That you,
that you think different? Yeah.
Do you see individual humans and be like, yo, they might taste
I
good?
wonder what Sharon tastes
Okay,
like.
so now my
Now, what kind
my
of human?
PhD brother thinks I'm crazy too now.
No, I'm just
No. What?
What I'm telling
How you want
is
your human to
this,
look?
They look how he's trying to be. Look how he's.
I'm asking you. You want one that was in the park
They-
running with the tough muscles, or you want the fat motherfucker with the shit a little more lean?
they
a little
I
more-
think that somewhere in the world, human meat is being sold on the dark web. And I think that people that have tried human meat, actually, I've seen people that have tried human meat speak about it, and they say it's to die for, no pun intended.
Really?
They say that it is some of the best meat you could try. I wouldn't know that because I'm not killing anyone. And I'm not on the dark web. But if one of y'all happen to pass out or have some untimely thing happen to y'all, I am gonna fry a little slice of you. I gotta see. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's all.
See them docs.
enough,
Them
we got
docs will fuck you up, son.
So humans eating bats and all that other shit don't gross you out, but
Wow,
human
shit.
to human,
That don't gross
is
me
like-
out. Don't none of that shit gross me out.
Human to human is some
Human,
other
yeah,
shit.
that's where it's a little.
I'm cool.
Eating your own is a little different.
Oh, please, they'll put some salt and pepper right on one of you niggas.
Let me get some Tabasco.
Yeah, nigga, I'll put some Old Bay right on one of you
This nigga's stupid, yo.
niggas. Crazy. Fuck you talking
I'll
about?
pass.
All right, it's time for my favorite part of the show, Prize Picks. And if I've never said it before, I absolutely love Prize Picks. I just want to start there. Man.
It's a flip comment. It's a flip
I'm
comment.
not sure if I've said it before, but Prize Picks, so I'm rolling with.
Guns blazing.
Let me tell you what it is, though.
Yeah, there you go.
The number one deal.
What's Prize Picks, Joe?
Prize Picks is. Would y'all shut up? Prize Picks is the best place. It's been the best. They are the best. It's the best place to turn your sports knowledge into real cash money. With millions of members, and hopefully we get that number up, all the way up. Let's get some more members. If you're listening right now and you're not a member, download Prize Picks right this second. Tell them Joe sent you. With millions of members, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. All you have to do is pick more or less on at least 2 players for your chance to win now up to 2,000 times your cash. So run your game all season long with Prize Picks. All right, let me give you the Joe-ish picks of the week. All right, we're going with Siakam for more than 25 points and rebounds. Hopefully, Ish is wrong on that. You got a lot of Pacers picks up here, homeboy.
It's only one game.
Miles Turner for more than 22 points and rebounds. Mikal Bridges, you got Mikal Bridges for more than 7 rebounds and assists. Jalen Brunson for more than 2 3-pointers. And he's got TJ McConnell here for more than 6 points.
That's my
Get rid of
guy.
that. I'm going with OG Anunoby.
TJ
Go with
safe
OG
bet.
for whatever's there.
Just whatever.
A whole lot of Pacers up
Just
here
whatever.
for nothing. We going with OG for whatever's there. Again, if you download the app right this second and use promo code JBP, you get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. I repeat for the people in the back. If you download Prize Picks right this second and use promo code JBP, you get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. So good luck to all participants out there and run your game. All right.
Who you said before Prize Picks, you were kind of joking about wanting to eat people and maybe eating somebody here. If you had to eat somebody on the cast, who would you choose and why?
Well, hopefully I wouldn't have to make that choice. But I mean, if I had to, shit, everybody here fat. Shit. Parks is tall. That couch is fat. He's fat. I won't say Mel. I've dealt with that shit before. Nope, ain't getting me there. How about you? Who would you eat on the cast?
Hey,
I would think.
be easy.
What? I was thinking.
Out of the male cast.
Yeah, the
The only one here. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't eat Mel because she's too lean and healthy. You want fat meat. I think it'd be you, Flip.
You gonna get fucked up when you go home. You gonna get punched right in your shit. All that Malcolm X shit ain't gonna help you. You get punched right in your shit. You get fucked up.
See y'all,
Hey,
y'all
She's too lean and healthy.
Oh,
Yeah,
we know, brother.
Hey,
You gonna learn,
you
brother.
got a welcome mat at home.
That's funny.
Hey, make sure your feet is nice and clean. Spend some time on that welcome mat before you walk in.
So you eat me.
And don't let your keys jiggle at the door.
Don't let you gotta go side.
You got a quick insert. Yeah. Quick insert turn. You know what I mean?
It's the fact. Same reason I wouldn't eat Parks. He's too healthy. Look at him. He's lean. There's nothing there. Yeah, they
So
probably.
flip, be flip.
Oh, it'd be Flip. for
Got
sure.
it.
Yeah.
Can we talk about something that's not so sad? I know we got the boat
The
crash
New Orleans niggas,
coming
bro.
up later.
Everything is sad. The
New Orleans niggas, this is funny now.
That's pretty funny.
Now that's kind
Yo,
of
Joe,
funny.
them niggas went live.
Wait,
nigga.
tell me. I don't know.
The New Orleans niggas escaped, right?
How many of them escaped?
11.
11.
Of them escaped
I
from
think
a New
they've
Orleans
captured
prison.
4.
They captured, yeah.
They captured 4, and now the internet, since we stupid, the internet is placing bets on who
Yes.
will be the last man standing.
One
out
of them
the New
niggas
Orleans
went
11.
live and said, I'm free. And got caught right after.
Shut up.
On
Look,
live.
dead ass. He not lying.
You lying, yo.
Yo, outside, yo, look, nigga, we free. Hey, get down, Rashid.
You lying, son.
They wildin', son.
They caught the other nigga sleep on the bus
On the
stop.
bus stop,
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Some of these niggas is breaking
Well,
out
he
with no
should have
homes.
went back.
Yeah.
He should have went back.
He ain't had nowhere to go.
That's why you shouldn't have left.
Indeed.
I mean, and this was a jail, not a prison, right? So some of these people hadn't even gotten convicted yet.
Oh, I don't know.
Or,
Yeah.
or it might have been shorter.
My
term.
nigga,
Or they had a year or two. I hope you didn't break out of jail.
If I'm racially profiling as I'm looking at the pic, they're guilty.
Come on. That's not nice.
What? I said if I'm racially all right.
I'm just saying, if you in jail, it either mean you didn't get convicted or you got a real
Them
short
niggas
sentence.
wrote on the wall too easy.
Just bust a little sink out.
Yeah.
It was
That's
out.
kind of funny.
Too easy.
I knew they did it because in the escape video, they didn't run the fastest to get away.
Nah.
They hit him with a light little jump.
Because I reminded you.
But you can't run. That's too obvious. Now.
But and the highway is there. But they walked right across. I think they don't have that much manpower at that. Wherever that was, you know what I mean? But niggas is going live, they sleeping on benches, they going shopping. I'm wondering where they get their clothes from. Like, are they stopping places and shit like that? Like one of them niggas they caught was He had that shit on. I said, oh shit. Did he go shopping out there? New Orleans get dressed like that? It was like this. Yeah, they catching them niggas, yo.
Now, how did all of them escape? Do we know?
Through a hole.
They had a hole. They
busted out a toilet or something,
Yeah,
a sink or something.
Under the sink.
And they wrote too easy on the wall.
Now,
It wasn't no barbed wire gate or nothing outside.
Oh, I don't know about that. We just seen the picture of the inside.
Yeah, we just saw the hole.
this
The
to
whole
me
bike.
is not the flyest jailbreak that I've ever seen.
No.
I don't even know if it's in the top 3.
Nah.
Number 1 for me is still the dude on the Netflix doc. We lived through it, so we didn't need that Netflix doc. But that was in a relationship with the older white security CEO.
But that wouldn't be number 1, but that's top
number
3.
1. She walked him out of the back
They
door,
walked
out the
outside.
side
Yeah.
door.
They walked outside.
No, I saw that.
And got in a cop car and took
And
him.
left.
That's fly.
Yeah.
How else do you do it? How do you do it flyer than that?
Okay, I see what you're
Now,
saying.
rest in peace to the lady.
Because she self-transitioned.
Yeah.
And in that,
It's that game.
I can't say it, but
What you can't say?
I can't.
I'll say it.
No, because this is a family show.
It's not. Yo, stop changing the fucking title of the show each time. Music show, family show. Please, enough. You cause confusion. A nigga like y'all niggas can catch on. A nigga like me, it confuses me.
It's a family show.
It's not a family show.
It's only a music show when Ice and Park's getting their bag.
So right now, it's a family show.
It's
Right
a
now.
family show right now.
Okay, so we can't say
Not like when we talk about nutty nipples.
Yeah, exactly, Mark.
And eating humans, yeah.
We can't say how homie got it off. The tall white nigga, what he did, he caught a lick. He caught one. He had her open.
It's that mouth game.
He had her open. That's the shit you be doing.
Double
You would have been
entendre.
out here. That lady haven't felt like that in years. Rest in peace to her. I'm not trying to make fun, but the way he got out, she walked that nigga
That's
right
why I'm
on
not
out.
making no jokes
And she
to this day.
retired.
Oh yeah, that's why it's the flyest too. She was a month away from retirement.
You gotta act
She
quick.
had served her. Anyway,
Why do people? Because I pay a lot of attention to prison breaks. Why do people never go nowhere reasonable? Like half the time when you get caught going back to your own hood.
They don't got no money.
Where they
Going
go?
back.
And where you gonna go?
All right.
You only know what you
They
know.
got no phone.
If
no
I break
money.
out of jail, I'm at least trying. You're not locking me up in my own 2 blocks from my house.
So where you going?
Where you
New York?
going though?
Far. Like
How? Play it out.
Okay.
You don't have no money. You don't have no phone.
You're wanted.
Play it out.
Okay.
And they got your picture everywhere.
First of all, they usually don't. I mean, usually you got like a solid 12 to 24. I'll give you a perfect example. At CFCF in Philly, right? As my brother was before he got sentenced. 2 guys broke out about last year. They got out. No one knew they were missing for like 2 days. They did they did the guard count. They had the count wrong. The guards still didn't pay attention. 2 days later, you said 48 hours to go anywhere they wanted with nothing on the news. Dude went from Northeast Philly to West Philly. And he was walking around. At least this dude was wearing a hijab. He dressed up.
Smart.
How'd they catch
Smart.
him?
He was because he went to quote go find his ops.
Dog.
It's up. It's
I
up.
grew up in a jail town.
That nigga deserved to be
Nigga
caught.
said, "When it's up,
That
it's
nigga
up."
deserved to be caught. You fucking
I was so fucking mad.
Word.
I'd be embarrassed to go back to the jail.
But let me ask you, where you gonna get money from?
That's one.
Did he catch the ops?
No, he caught the cops.
The cops go ahead.
Yo,
Some of these prisons, though, I grew up in a jail town, and there was an escape back in the early 2000s. It was national news and all that. But it's like the woods out there. Like,
Yeah, I know.
like right where the prison is at. Like, once you get
yeah.
out of there, you're not just hopping on a fucking
civilization.
train or some shit. That don't exist there.
I see getting caught at Elmira, but in New Orleans or in Northeast Philly, once you get on the bus or the train that you on, just keep going past your normal stop. Whatever stop you get off of, at least do.
How you get on the bus?
And when
He
you
was
get
on-
off, when you get off at the last stop,
Where you go?
I don't look. It's a great point you're making. Maybe getting caught is inevitable, but I would feel embarrassed getting locked up in
I'm
my
gonna go to
hood.
the Home Depot.
I'll be in Delaware at least.
and take some wood, put it on people's cars, and sheetrock and shit, make a couple dollars.
That's the kind of shit I would do.
That's something.
Do something.
Rent a room.
I escaped from jail. I'm going to get some pussy.
That's what most of them do.
I'm
out
going,
there.
going to my girl house. I'm going to beat that thing.
You going
up.
to your girl house?
See,
Yeah.
this nigga
You won't
be-
get no coochie.
He
Yeah.
got. Hey,
No,
well,
they might catch me there.
It won't
but-
take long.
How long you think it take me?
I was about to say it won't take long.
How long you think it take me?
Yo,
He might
they will
fuck
be
around.
posted up at your mother house, your
Yeah.
girl house, and all of that shit before you even get.
That's what I'm saying, dog.
Yeah.
Catch me somewhere.
Well, I don't
else.
do crime.
to have to. I avoid these things.
Nigga, I done jerked off all them years I was locked up. I'm going to.
How many years you locked up?
I hope they catch me in Hawaii some fucking.
Oh, he said. I heard the same thing. I was like, nigga, you slipping some other information.
Nah, I'm good. Hopefully.
You be in Hawaii lit. You gonna get caught. You probably making
Fat
the
as hell with
Nigga ain't
some
getting to Hawaii.
You making the
Nigga
news
fat
out there.
as hell with some blonde dreads and a tan.
Hawaii ain't the best place to go to, by the way.
It's out of the way.
Yo,
You want to go to a different
Alaska.
country, I think.
yeah, that's true too. If I'm gonna fly 8 hours over water, I'm going to another country. It's gonna be hard to catch me.
Because Hawaii's America.
Yes.
What the fuck are y'all talking about, yo?
What?
Y'all ain't flying nowhere.
That's what I'm saying. Hawaii probably ain't gonna
What are
happen.
you talking about?
I'm
watching these goddamn movies.
I give you a perfect example. Chi Ali. Look at Chi Ali.
Dumb niggas.
Shout out to the brother Chi
Shout out
Ali.
to Chi.
When he was on the run, he went from New York to Atlanta. And he was working in like a market. He had a whole other life. He got a new ID, new social security card, new driver's license. He got a whole new world. That's the shit I would be.
Fam,
Or the
Tay-K
bundle.
went on a run
Yes.
from the little nigga Tay-K went on a run from Dallas. It was found in Elizabeth, New Jersey, in the basement.
was.
I respect that.
And made a video a hit while on the run.
That's all I'm saying.
And this is what y'all respect.
No, I respect the run.
I respect the effort.
I respect the effort in
I
the run.
respect the effort.
You niggas is
Definitely
hoodlums.
respect the effort.
You gotta
I
respect
think
the effort in the
TK
run.
is where he,
Oh no, they
I don't know their crimes. I'm just saying.
no,
Oh,
don't
okay.
worry about it.
they got it.
Yo, hey Mark, sometimes they get it wrong.
This one they got right.
They hit the nail on the head with that one.
But
Did y'all hear Johnny Gill say that Stevie Wonder beat him in a game of air hockey? He said he beat him, Ralph Tresvant, Keith Sweat. Like he beat a few of them in air hockey. I told him never to tell anybody.
speak nothing of this. I believe it. That's the fuck. Yo, y'all ain't gonna keep lying to me.
Just for the people that still believe Stevie Wonder's blind.
Yeah, y'all not gonna
Stevie
keep
Wonder
lying to me.
is definitely blind. He's just gifted.
But blind don't
just
have to
get
mean you
legally
can't see.
legally blind.
I learned that too. Blind don't mean you don't see nothing.
Like Absol is blind, but he can see.
Like legally blind.
Legally blind.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
I think that's what Stevie got.
No, that nigga can't see. That
He ain't gonna
can't
fool
see.
me.
He's a genius. Y'all try to because if he
that
can
mean?
see, then he's just a hit maker, right? If he blind, he's a genius. I like what?
Wait,
My shady amor.
I'm saying,
Yo, this
and
nigga
that
said
nigga
if he
playing the
can
fucking
see,
drums.
He just got them slaps.
Right.
But he blind. I think I'm a genius.
yo,
Yo,
that's part of the genius.
The nigga was 8 playing the drums and the keyboard singing. A lot of kids in church do that shit. Not the blind ones. Once a nigga become blind, it's a different level. That's all I'm saying.
Stevie's that nigga.
They didn't write
That's part of the genius.
Master Blaster and all that other shit. What are you talking about,
Keep
Mark?
going with this.
Oh my gracious.
Oh shit.
Harmonica.
Listen. Yo, Eastern Conference Finals. Long 25 years. If you're a Knicks fan under 25, you've never seen anything like this. If you're a Knicks fan that was just born-ish, find something safe to watch. Don't watch me. I don't need niggas with, when I'm in my bag, I don't need niggas with hazel eyes looking at me.
At all, nigga.
You know what I mean? If you're a Knicks fan 25 and under, you've never seen anything like this. If you're a Knicks fan from back in the day, a little older, then this was a long time in the making. Took care of the Pistons. Hopefully Jared Jack is having fun with his tilapia.
I hope he's doing something a little better.
Hope he's finding something constructive to do with his time. Him, Cade Cunningham. Sure glad I don't have to hear that name again. Cade Cunningham. What Jared said, beef stew. Beef stew, cute nickname. We do hope that Jason Tatum is recovering.
We do.
That's our man.
This is.
But as far as the rest of them niggas,
pack it up.
Pack him up. Pack him up.
Gone.
Shout out to the wild white boy Knicks fans that was climbing the billboards.
Facts.
Climbing the buildings.
I saw you.
Any of y'all ever want to know why Joe Budden leaves early? Just look at Knicks fans outside of Madison Square Garden.
Niggas was outside.
Beat the defending champions.
Got them out.
We didn't beat a Nuggets team that just fired their head coach 3 games before the season started. We didn't do that.
Nah.
We didn't take advantage of a Cavalier team that wasn't full strength. We didn't do that.
Nope.
Just took care of the defending champions when nobody said it could be
Pack
done.
him up.
All the experts had the Celtics winning. Turns out they were wrong. I like to wait till the game is over to get in my bag. I'm not like Mark. Mark come in and do all of this hootenanny, all of this yelling when it's still one game to be played. And what do you know? That was the biggest and best Knicks victory probably in a lot of our lifetimes. Smacked them by 40 to close out.
I downloaded the app on my phone to watch the game from the bar. And,
why not?
But then
why not?
After the second quarter, I was like, I actually don't have to watch this at all.
Didn't matter. We was up 38. Still, I ain't want to see no 4-0 run from the Celtics. I ain't want to see that. Anytime the niggas shot a little 3 in the free throw, the Knicks fan and I said, we're coming back. Knicks fans ain't had a lot of good times in the last 30 years. We got Patrick Ewing blown layups. We got Reggie Miller scoring 9 points in 8 seconds. We got Charles Smith missing every fucking layup he could under the rim. Yep. We got John Starks going 2 for 19 with a healthy Hubert Davis and Ronaldo Blackman on the fucking bench. Like, what are we talking about here? If you in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, if you anywhere to get Hot 97, hey, some parts of Philly, then we should be rejoiced right now. It's a good time to be in New York.
Facts.
I want to shout out Jalen Brunson, the best player left in the playoffs. I said it. I said what I said. I said in the playoffs. Maybe not the best player.
Is SJ out?
No. Bullshit.
Jalen Brunson has been and is the best player remaining in the playoffs.
You think he better than SGA?
In the playoffs. I'm saying what I'm trying to say. In the playoffs. Yes, is and has been. Is and has been. Hopefully we get to see him. Hopefully they make it. I have the Wolves beating them. I know I'm the only one here that has them.
He'd be better than Ant too.
I like the Wolves in this.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
I like the Wolves, but it's just I want to see Ant-Man go. I want to see him win one.
I got the Wolves. If the Thunder beat the Wolves, it'll be in 7. I just like how the Wolves match up with them. I love what Julius Randle is doing. I love that all remaining teams in the conference finals
having won
have a Nick on their team that helped them get there. Julius Randle, Obi Toppin on the Pacers. Huh?
Different.
DiVincenzo over there. Hartenstein on the Thunder. I love that former Knicks have helped these teams get to where they need to go.
Fucking nightmare.
And I'm so glad that we will never see this iteration of the Celtics ever again. Ever again. We took care of the Celtics for y'all for this playoff and most of next season. And some people got the nerve to breathe New York air
and have an attitude with that.
Oh, I do. Go Pacers.
They're gonna go.
I'm rooting for the Pacers.
No worry,
gonna go fishing.
They gonna go. They next.
And he not having a better
They
playoff
next.
than
I'm rooting for the Pacers.
Man,
Pacers in 6.
Thibodeau is sitting with Adam Silver right now, showing him a map of Indianapolis and a map of New York City. Y'all heard Eric Adams, man. Hey, some of them cities, I mean, Kansas or whatever. New York just got a different.
the NBA want New York doing.
Exactly.
For sure.
Fixes it.
I mean, if we're saying that, then what happened in the last 30 years?
No,
What we
amazing.
saying just for this year?
The West
Now.
the West is only presenting a small market team. You only get the
Indiana, Oklahoma will be a nightmare for the league.
for the NBA.
Yes.
Minnesota, Indiana is horrible for the league. New York Knicks, Ben Stiller. You on the second row. But all them niggas
Well,
in the front
when
row.
you get close to the finals, your seats move back because the price.
Watch your
of brick
fucking
goes
mouth,
up.
Nah,
nigga.
they got-
Watch your mouth.
Well,
nigga.
got a
y'all,
couple
well, y'all
hours.
was in the first row for a non-playoff team,
Yeah,
right?
watch your mouth. Told him
Y'all
my
was in the
nigga.
first row of a draft lottery team. I think those tickets are real cheap.
Yeah, $60, nigga. Yeah, the $53, $53.99.
You can get them tickets on Grubhub. What the fuck are you talking about? The lottery team?
No, New York
Anyway.
got the highest tickets. That shit is crazy.
You gotta go to
It's
a
crazy
game
right now.
That shit is
I'm
nuts.
going to game one.
Please. Oh,
Nice.
thank God. When is
Oh,
game
you
one?
are?
I'm going
Tomorrow.
tonight.
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 There you go, Joe.
Oh, perfect.
Game
Thank
one is
God.
tonight. I'll be in the building.
Yeah, that'll be fine. I'll call my man Lloyd Pierce is the head assistant on the Pacers. They'll breathe easy knowing you're gonna be there.
Yeah, right. I text JJ too, James Johnson.
Have you been to a win this playoffs? Excuse me.
Have I been to a win this playoffs? I don't remember now. I don't remember.
That's a no.
Well, my memory's bad. I don't know.
Corey said no. I'm going by. You lost it against Detroit and you didn't see any wins against Boston because you gave away the last seats, right? So
Gave to my dad. My dad and
You
his
seen
wife.
Jack? I seen Jack.
Yeah, we seen
They
him.
got all the
All
TV
of it.
time in that
I ain't seen
motherfucker.
foul. I seen Jack.
Right next to it.
I couldn't have been more excited for them, right, to be seated behind Bad Bunny. I know that my dad's wife absolutely loves Bad
that's
Bunny.
fine.
So
Yeah, that was a good look.
that was amazing. I thought of Parks.
You gotta send him. You gotta send him again.
Joe Budden seats ain't bad, man.
Not bad at all. I saw Pops there.
Joe Budden seats ain't bad. Send Joe Budden senior out there, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, go Knicks. Go Knicks. Go Knicks, go Knicks, go Knicks. That's it, man. I ain't gonna do too much right
Where
now.
were you when you watched the game? You was home?
Yeah, I was
You
home.
were crazy?
I was home.
Oh, you already knew it was that. You were crazy, right?
Yeah.
Outside was
Knicks fans
crazy, Joe.
deserved a stress-free watch, right? Like
Yeah.
being up 40. Every game has been decided by 3, 2 points.
Shit wasn't nickish. Cause y'all be scratching and clawing for all y'all wins. Like y'all gritty and y'all thug it out. It's dope. I'll take the 90-point win. I don't give a fuck.
I kept saying that if you watch the Knicks this year, that you know that they can score 140. Like they can do that. They just haven't done it. So good to see that version of them pop up. This Pacers team is deep.
Yes.
I have a healthy respect for them, and I'm an old school Knicks fan. So that means that I'm fully aware of the damage that the Pacers do.
The Davis brothers.
Pacer trauma.
We've seen the Pacers the last 4 times we've made it to the Eastern Conference Final, dating back to 94, 95, I want to say. So, and even in more recent years, that the Hibbert Melo block in 2013, in Game 5 last year when we watched every Knick deteriorate against the Pacers and still took them to 7. I absolutely love Rick Carlisle, so this should be a good series.
Top 5.
I might go to Indiana for one of those games.
Oh, yeah?
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I might go out there for one of them games, fuck with Teague and Zaire and them niggas. That might be a good idea. And those tickets should be $11.
They cheap as hell.
They should be about. they should be about
$28.50.
$14 with tax.
With a free T-shirt.
You going out there wearing Knick gear?
No,
You wouldn't do that?
no, I don't understand fans that do that.
I do that.
I was in Boston one time. Might have been 2000 and when was the World Series? 02, 03, somewhere back then. And I had a Yankee hat on. I didn't know.
Me neither.
And it wasn't
nice. I experienced the same thing.
It wasn't fun at all. So I vowed to never do that again. Homeboy that had that Pacer jersey on that ran through the garden. I don't get
crazy.
the thinking.
That was crazy.
I don't get you asking people to play with you a certain way.
True.
Right.
Like you asking sport fans to be logical and healthy and peaceful and that
At
just,
their most hype
Yeah, I don't see
drunkest.
that. And I thought they took it easy on him.
They did.
They did. Yeah.
They did.
They just dumped the trash.
Hit him with a pizza slice or two.
Yeah, that's it.
Some bullshit.
Go Knicks. Speaking of Indianapolis,
Yes.
I know Mark was pretty hot about the Caitlin Clark foul.
I was, and apparently I hate women, according to my social media platform. Black women in particular.
Have they ever heard you?
Nigga, there is nothing more irrational than people embroiled in the Caitlin Clark Angel Reese feud, debate, whatever.
It is really the heart of the race wars of
Yes.
the last year and a half.
Dead ass. Like it's ridiculous. So the people that don't know, it was opening night, opening game, marquee game, WNBA, and of course their teams are playing. Chicago's playing Indiana, and Caitlin took a foul on Angel Reese. Earlier in the play, Angel had shoved one of Caitlin's teammates. I think that's important to add too. Caitlin fouls her, but she doesn't just foul her; she does push her. Now I think Angel put a little extra sauce on.
Yeah, I thought she put sauce on.
She hit the dice.
Okay.
Which again, you're supposed to do. That's not a knock on
Understood.
Angel Reese. You're supposed to. I mean, you embellish it to make sure you get the foul, especially when you're big, getting pushed by a little person. And they did that. Angel jumped up like she wanted smoke, and she was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? You know,
effing crazy.
You fucking crazy." Is what she said. Exactly. And so they had this whole exchange, and all I said was that Angel Reese overreacted. To me, she overreacted to the foul, given the context.
Okay.
And I got so many texts and messages about how I don't stand up for black women. That this is an example of why black women can't be protected.
But did you stand up for black women in this instance?
I think that's a different question, but I would say.
Well, whose side were you on? Caitlin Clark
I was on
Angel
Caitlin's
Reese?
side. I didn't say I was on Caitlin's side. I just thought Angel Reese overreacted. I thought
black
Caitlin
girl.
took a bad foul. I thought.
So you think the black girl overreacted?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
You hear that out there?
We got him.
Run your game.
Hear that, Angela Ryan?
But to me, it's just basketball. Right? To me, that's the point. Is that I was trying to see if I could find some of the tweets, but it was I screenshotted it. But it was to me, it was just a basketball play.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it turns into this whole race war thing where it's like if you choose one person or the other, then it means that you don't stand up for black people or you're a coon, your Uncle Tom.
Yeah,
it's these extreme positions.
Too extreme.
Over a fucking basketball game. And the truth is, Caitlin Clark they don't like each other. And they do foul each other hard. She clotheslined Caitlin last year. You know what I mean? Caitlin plays Karen and act like, I don't know, I just took a foul. I mean, they both do bullshit, but to me it's just basketball, and I wish it could just be basketball. That's it.
What's your response?
If you've ever seen Angel Reese foul Caitlin Clark, then this should be a non-issue. Angel Reese has attempted to clothesline and take Caitlin Clark's head off of her shoulders
Yeah.
at least 10 times. One. Two, I mean, Angel Reese is a little...
You know what?
What you saying?
I might be back in the game. Come on,
What
say it. Say
Go
it.
ahead.
Say it. I might be back in the game here. I need your thoughts, nigga.
Hello, what?
Hello, what,
homie?
What you trying to say?
She overreacts. She overreacts to things at times. Like Mark said, the foul where she just knocked Caitlin's teammate on the floor, and Caitlin pointed and said, "Hey, ref, we're not looking at that." At that point, she goes to push her. She's defending her teammate. It's a basketball play. I'm always on the side of the black girl, and I don't think that it needs to be a race war. Just
I
not
agree.
when it comes to Caitlin. Okay,
You think have we accepted?
What are we talking
Have we
about?
accepted it, Mark?
Yo, take Caitlin Clark out of all y'all little
Have
race
we accepted it
conversations,
though? Have we accepted it?
Everybody's accepted it except for Angel Reese.
Accepted what?
That Caitlin Clark is a great white hope.
That Caitlin Clark is going to be the reason that everybody here gets paid. That's it.
That I can agree with.
And it
You don't
won't
think Angel accepted that?
and I don't think it'll be her alone. But for the time being, it's large part her. I think Juju will come and have something to say about that. What's the girl who went number one this year?
Paige.
Paige. I like. There's somebody else coming out next year that I like, and this is as a casual fan.
Juju.
No, outside of Juju,
The other girl
there's somebody
from,
else coming out.
From Notre Dame.
From Notre Dame,
Maybe the two girls from Notre Dame might come out.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
They're
think
both are tough.
So. I think that the W will be in a great place. Is in a great place, and will continue to be in a great place. But Angel Reese is just extra. She is extra.
Do you feel like how they both handled the offseason speaks volumes? Like how Angel Reese was outside, podcast.
See, that's the part I don't
stuff.
like.
I feel like, hold on, y'all. I feel like the press conferences speak.
They matter.
volumes. And I won't lie, that's my favorite part of this whole kerfuffle. They panned to Caitlin Clark and the Fever. Big, nice, long table that they don't sell at Lowe's. Not one of them little folding tables. A lot of elbow space, charcuterie. It was beer. I think I saw a Boost Mobile sign in the back. It was sponsored. Yo, the reporters gave Caitlin all the time to say what she needed to say. Say, man, it's a basketball play. You're overreacting, yada, yada, yada. It was like, all right, cool. And then she got up because she was busy. She had things to do. They didn't bother her. She went on about her business. Then they panned to whatever team this girl was on.
Chicago, man.
So.
Stop, man. Stop.
I wasn't looking for the team. They paying the Chicago who? The Headaches, what's their name?
Sky. Chicago Sky.
Headaches.
They paying to the Headaches.
Stop.
Wait.
Shouts to
The
Sky.
camera was blurry. The camera was fuzzy. And they put Angel Reese in a locker with the step and repeat. That room was the size of a bathroom. I was like, yo, y'all have lost this battle. Hey, we shouldn't even be talking about nothing that happened on the court if this is how your press conference looked in comparison to theirs. It looked like it
was small.
Like $17 went into that press conference. Y'all the ones that should be wiping Caitlin Clark blood off and making sure she's okay.
She had 20, 10, and 10.
You motherfuckers that don't even have a room to hold a press conference in. Y'all the ones that should be y'all should be fucking maybe tutoring Caitlin Clark's cousins on how to play, the younger cousins. Y'all should be doing something extra.
So
Stop, man.
I'm dead ass though.
this is where the other side of the argument I do understand gets frustrated, and because I'm not on either side, I just try to.
You just watch basketball.
And then anybody
see
that's seen Angel Reese shoot 24 shots, miss 27 shots, and just keep jumping up, hitting her head on the rim. Look, I done fucked myself up. Try to be funny. Anybody watching the TV should be wanting to push. All right, go ahead.
This is what I say. Angel, I think part of the problem is they want this to be Magic Bird, right?
Yeah.
But Magic,
It is.
No, but it is.
It's magic and a bird.
Ow, man. What's wrong with you niggas, yo?
It is magic.
You can't say that.
It is magic versus bird.
Oh, shit, look at the...
Where y'all going?
Look at the two. Look,
I meant like the game. Like, Mark, this was your segment.
You eat a donut.
This shit is Curry versus Bird, Jordan versus Bird.
Come on.
Yo, can y'all come work, please, man? Because this is Mark's segment. I ain't even supposed to be talking right now. Shout out to the Chicago Wind. What's their name?
Sky.
Magic versus Bird.
That was crazy.
That was completely out of pocket, man.
So, Mark, they're attacking you right now because you chose a...
Yeah, but I ain't worried about that part. This is what I'll say. It's supposed to be a rivalry. I think the problem is, one, I mean, Caitlin Clark is a much better basketball player than Angel Reese.
Yeah.
They're not on the same tier. It's not Magic Bird. It's just not.
Do you... Okay.
I mean, just in terms of skill sets. Caitlin is at worst the second best player on her team and probably will be for the next 10 years. Along with... it's Caitlin and Aaliyah and
Aaliyah Boston.
And those two are. I mean, that's a hell of a 1-2 punch, and they build a whole team around them. So it's just apples and oranges to me. I think we should be able to allow Angel Reese to be great and let Caitlin Clark be great without it being a rivalry in that way.
It's not a rivalry in any way.
No,
I know black people don't want you to say that. It's not a rivalry.
Do you think Caitlin gets frustrated by they making the comparisons?
I don't think Caitlin does.
is frustrated. She has to share a court with.
Stop.
It is a rivalry.
It's a rivalry,
It's been a
but
rivalry
they're not.
since college.
And the same way that Draymond Green might
Wait,
be
what's the rivalry?
It's not.
Wait, what's the rivalry?
Come on, Freeze.
Them two have been going at each other since
It was a college rivalry.
Stop it.
Let's go, Freeze.
Yes.
It was a legit college rivalry.
It was a
NBA.
legitimate college rivalry.
Yeah,
And once
but-
they got to the league, that rivalry
It
started.
would be like saying Draymond and LeBron. I mean, it's not a perfect example, but saying Draymond and LeBron have a rivalry. They do, right? What they did, right? When Cleveland was playing Golden State, but they're not
Same. I get it.
Angel's not at the top of the food chain on a championship team. I don't believe in the WNBA. I don't see that happen. I think
She still have more work to do. Is there room for her to get better, Mark?
I think she's a very good basketball player. She has a hell of a
Check
motor.
out our podcast.
She has a great motor. She has great. She has a great motor. She has
Motor? You talking about mouth?
No. Great energy, great spirit. She plays hard. She's a freakishly good
Clean it up.
rebounder.
Hey, Pantene, clean it
No,
up.
she's a freakishly good rebounder. Got good touch. She does not
What
have
touch?
I'm talking about rebounding touch, not scoring touch. Near the basket, that's her weakness.
But you're just saying this shit in the same category, but trying to separate it to make it seem like.
Well, no, what I'm saying is it's not just that she gets 17 rebounds, is because although she has, I think, 17 the other night.
Got it.
It's that she's probably the best rebounder WNBA has ever seen.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Even when you account for her misses,
Okay.
she still has high.
Now we going crazy.
That boy bad.
No,
that
now-
boy.
this is a
Now
fact.
we going.
Wait, do you watch it as much as he does? Joe?
I don't know how much he watches.
I watch WNBA a lot, actually. But what I'm saying is, even when you account for her misses, her offensive rebounds were still the highest in the league, even when you take out the ones that were the Moses Malone offensive rebounds where she misses her own. That's all I was about
Got
to
it,
say.
okay.
But the thing I don't like, that I do agree with a lot of Angel Reese supporters in the offseason, is how they represent them. They'll take a white player and they do this in the NBA too. No, listen to what I'm saying.
Come on.
And they're like, Angel Reese is outside, and while Caitlin Clark is in the gym. And that's just not true. Angel Reese was also in the gym. Now, I agree she did podcasts, she did a whole bunch of other shit. She's also like 24, right? They decided
Angel
to
Reese
show...
is young too.
I'm saying-
Caitlin Clark is young as well.
Yeah, but I don't know if Caitlin Clark was outside. She might have been at the rodeo for all the fuck I know.
How don't you know?
Because of two reasons. One, how they present themselves, which I think is an important point.
That's important.
But also how the media represent. I'll give you a perfect example. Back when the Knicks had another period where y'all had hope and y'all thought y'all going to be good, was when Jeremy Lin was here.
Yes.
And remember,
No, I mean I didn't.
but remember that week of Lin sanity?
It was longer than a week.
It was longer than a week.
Let me be
I'm with you. I ain't fucking with
yeah. But when he first had that run, I watched the ESPN commentators talk about Jeremy Lin. At halftime, he goes into the locker room and watches the footage to see what he did wrong in the first half. He looks at as if Carmelo was in the corner shooting dice while he was doing that shit, right? The whole team was doing that shit, but they had to make Jeremy the Harvard grad, the intellectual person, and sometimes they frame it that way at the expense of the other players. Caitlin is great,
But you're making excuses for Angel Reese because Angel Reese was out here doing the stuff that they accused her of doing. She was on podcasts, she was in videos.
But they were saying she
walking-
wasn't in the gym, and I'm saying she was in the gym. She also had a broken wrist. So the idea,
Okay, so that's why she wasn't in the gym.
that's why
So
she wasn't doing drill shooting jumpers, but she was in the gym working out every day.
I don't think you think.
I know for a fact she was, and there is, and later, almost like her team had to like show, look, I'm in the gym too.
Oh, okay.
All I'm saying
I
is
didn't know that.
Once a narrative is about you, it's hard to break it. Is all I'm saying.
Mark, don't come here and try to gain back the favor you
I
lost.
don't need to gain nothing
I
back.
hear you trying
Both
to
things
gain
can be
it back.
true. Angel does get represented unfairly, but that doesn't mean we can't criticize her. We should be able to do both.
Yes, let's just not do it in the same sentence as anything CC. And that goes for Caitlin Clark, CNC Music Factory, CNC Soda, CC Sabathia, Chanel. Yes. No. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think they're peers basketball wise. They're not on the same
peers
tier. They're not on the same tier.
basketball-wise.
But there are people who are on her tier that sometimes get ignored because of Caitlin. The Asia Wilsons of the world, for example. You know what I mean? Who actually is to me the best player, the dominant player in the league right now.
Yes.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Wait, who?
Asia Wilson.
Asia Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah. So
You think Asia gets ignored?
in some of the conversations,
Yes.
in some of the conversations, yes. I'm glad she started getting
Outside-
commercials and branding and things like that.
Outside of WNBA purists, like a person who don't really watch the WNBA might not have never heard of Asia Wilson.
Right.
But we've heard of Caitlin Clark. We've heard of Angel Reese. We've heard of some of these other names who are not as good as her.
Right. And
That's
that's
what
all
I'm
I'm saying.
saying. Yeah, so yes, she does get
I just want the whole idea that Caitlin Clark is bringing all this money to the WNBA is 100% true.
Okay.
We can't ignore that. But I don't want. But it only happens because of the labor of all these other people who helped build this thing up for the last 15, 20 years. And I think we got a whole space for both of those things. Because one, Caitlin Clark doesn't make the WNBA either. You know what I mean? It works because there's a great talented league that she happens to be a great star on. What, is that crazy?
No.
I disagree. I don't think people watch the WNBA and put all that money into it just because Caitlin Clark is there. I think
That's why they're doing it.
I think
I'm about
it's a
to
great.
say there's a lot of people watching now and putting more money into it because of her.
No, what I'm saying is
That's actually happening, though. That's
but
a
there's a
fact.
lot of talent in the league. All I'm saying is she's shining above a great amount of talent, and I just don't want to pretend that she's the only talented person in the league all of a sudden.
But you know, like
that's all I'm saying.
You know, like the Indiana
Both are
Fever,
true.
they had to move their games to bigger.
She's a rock star. She's the biggest thing WNBA has ever seen. I'm not denying that. I'm saying we should acknowledge she's bringing the money.
She also pulled up to Duke, wherever the Duke men's team was at.
Yo, high screen.
Caitlin Clark is pulling up to nigga gyms saying, yo, where the niggas that ain't playing? It's like during spades. When we locked in, the 4 niggas that's playing over there trying to get a game. Caitlin just pulling up to places and pulling that shit. Bow.
Yeah, she's a baller. She's great. But and this is where the Larry Bird Magic Johnson thing would be apt. There was a narrative for one moment that Larry Bird, back in like the late 70s, early 80s, where Larry Bird was the hard worker. He was always in the gym. Magic Johnson was also in the gym doing shit. He also was obviously doing other stuff. But
no, he wasn't on. All right, nope.
Magic Johnson wasn't in the gym.
He was doing stuff besides.
I said he wasn't just in the gym.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you know.
He was y'all motherfuckers are not taking me down
trouble.
with you.
You gonna get yourself in
Y'all
trouble.
not taking me down with. Shout out to the brother Magic Johnson, great brother.
That's the man.
My point is,
He left the gym a lot.
Early, nigga.
Sharon? Oh. Yo.
anyway.
120 suicides.
The other pieces that I wanted y'all opinion on, and this might get controversial, I don't know, is the aftermath with Ryan Clark and RG3. Because
Now this is juicy.
Because Ryan Clark, it starts with RG3 analyzing the whole situation we just described, particularly the basketball part of it, and deciding that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. That was his analysis. Yeah, he said Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, and he said, I got 5 or 6 examples of this. You can see from the foul, you can see the way she responded, that it's personal, she hates him, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. That was the RG3 analysis. Ryan Clark, his colleague at ESPN, responds and basically says RG3, I'm paraphrasing, but RG3 is full of shit. He's wrong, and the reason he doesn't understand what happened and the reason he has this analysis is because he goes home to a white woman, or he doesn't go home to a black woman, and so he doesn't understand black women, how they think, their emotions, etc. That's the gist of Ryan Clark's analysis,
which was a valid point.
whack.
Which was a
Go ahead.
he said it's whack.
I was whack and dismissive. You don't know that just because he goes on to, he got white sisters, he could have, he got black sisters. He could have all these other women that are black in his life and still get and understand what they're going through. I don't like how you just go right off and dismiss somebody's shit just because of who they go home to.
Mm-hmm. I think you can.
I think that's ass.
I think you could look at people and tell.
I think
if we having an honest talk,
You could look at somebody
and tell. It's going to a white girl. Don't nobody look at. Well, I don't look at him and think.
A lot of them do. That's
not
the
true.
point.
They don't know.
I think more fairly.
They don't know him.
I think more fairly. He said he works with him.
They don't know.
He said he works with him and has conversations.
But I think this though.
Well,
I
hold on,
think,
hold on, because I just want to give Ice, because even if Ice is right, RC went on to say that while they work together, he has overheard RG3 saying shit like, whether he was joking or not, boy, I love milk. Mm-hmm. I love this milk. Making a whole lot of I love milk.
He's been posting that on Twitter for.
We've seen him on Twitter behave in that way for a while. So I think when somebody behaves like that.
But I think.
Let me do this real quick. Let me read what he actually said, so we're all on the same page, so we can be honest about what he said. When RG3 jumps onto the hate train or the angry train, it now follows what we saw from Keith Olbermann and David Portnoy as they poured onto Angel Reese to make her a villain and Caitlin Clark heroic. The one thing we know about RG3 is he's not having conversations at his home about what black women have to endure in this country, about what young black women and athletes like Angel Reese have had to deal with being on the opposite side of Caitlin Clark's rise and ascension into stardom. If you're RG3, when was the last time within your household you've had a conversation about what Angel Reese is dealing with? You haven't been able to do that because in both of your marriages, you've been married to white women. And then he goes on and on and on. And then this is the part that you just said. When I worked with RG3, he would make all of these sort of corny jokes about milk and how much he loved it and how important it was. And he always points out on social media the color of his wife's skin, as if the color of her skin is what makes her special, as if the color of her skin is what makes her a good wife. I've met the lady. I've had a conversation with her. I think she's more than that. But it also leads to what black women deal with a lot from black men who have chose to date or marry outside of their race. So I'm just saying, I just think that context is important.
Yeah, very important.
Yeah.
Very important. I do get that.
Does that change how you feel about what Ryan Clark said?
Yeah. Now I have more context. Yes. Because the way you said it first, I'm like, that don't necessarily.
And that's why I felt like I wasn't exactly saying it right. That's why I wanted to read it first.
Yeah. But he went in because he know him, he worked with him, and gave some extra backstory.
No, he's been for a long time actually.
RG3
Like
tweets me
RG3 has
Yo,
been
yeah.
he's been saying some wild
He take
shit
that
for a long
Whitlock
time.
approach to a lot of that shit a lot.
Yeah. If you go home to a white woman, you go home to a white woman. But RG3 is doing something else, according to Ryan. I don't know RG3, but according to Ryan Clark, he's doing something else. He's like this. It's almost like he wants to be with her because she's white, or he's obsessed with whiteness. Remember when Hubert Davis got the
fetishized
job
her
at
whiteness,
UNC?
it sounds like.
And he was like, "I'm proud that my wife is white," which is different than "I love my wife and she just happens to be white." Right? I'm proud that she's white is a different thing.
I agree.
And I think
They caught my man Hubert Davis lacking on that one.
yeah, and I don't think he meant it the way he said it.
I don't think he did either.
But he said it, and I definitely went in at the time. But you know, I if he said, "Look, I didn't mean it that way," I'd accept it.
Why you ain't give him grace?
He don't give grace.
I give grace all the time, but I don't.
No, seriously.
I don't know. I don't
Hubert
know.
Davis, I'm certain he was nervous. His alma mater, fucking Dean Smith, was there for however long. Like Roy Williams, whoever he took the fucking job from. But I'm saying, you know that he's nervous sitting there having to give that speech. He should have said it. I don't ride with what he said, but I know that he was nervous.
Thank you. That's fair. That's fair. But just to not lose sight of this, my question would be still, even if that's true, even if RG3 is obsessed with whiteness and his white wife and all of that, does that still mean that he doesn't have the ability to understand Angel Reese or black women? He's had a black mom. He probably has black siblings, maybe black sisters. I don't know. He's certainly been around black women. I mean, even if all that's true, it seems like the wife part might become almost like a easy, I don't call it cheap shot, but he could say he's not tuned into black women's experiences without doing the home thing, because I think the home thing becomes a distraction.
I think anytime you involve people's wife and kids, you're running the risk of looking away. And Ryan Clark is amazing. By the way.
And I love Ryan
And
Clark.
I like the sentiment in a lot of things he said, but I think that some of the jabs in the family realm were a little.
It gets a little muddy.
You lose some of the
yeah.
audience unnecessarily.
Yeah. That wasn't necessary. He could have just.
Even though I think he's
it was
right. I think he's right about RG3 based on what I've seen from RG3,
True.
not because of who his wife is. I'm saying RG3 does a lot of cornball shit. RG3 does a lot of shit where he seems obsessed with whiteness and white people and showing the world how connected to white people he is. And that makes me think he might not be empathetic to black women. If you were married to a black woman, I would say that, based on what I've seen from
That's
RG3.
what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Like, I just think that who he is and how he's been representing himself over the last decade and a half, he just seemed like a corny dude that'll say some funny shit. Or he might think like that. Because a couple things it's a lot of black people, fam, that feel like I'm better than that. It's a lot of black people that look at her like a ghetto girl.
Who?
Angel. That are critiquing her and dissing her too. You get what I'm saying? So I think,
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
he's right.
You're wrong, Joe.
He's right.
It's a lot of black women dissing her. So
They
what
don't
I'm
like
saying
that
is, I think that RG3 just came in on some goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? I think even if he was married to a black woman, his type of black woman still might be a black woman that we might look at like, I just think he's one of the black niggas that sit on the other side of the gate.
I want to reply to that, Couch, saying that. I'm not arguing that that black women are not dissing Angel Reese.
Okay.
I don't think that I haven't heard or seen highlighted a diss from a black person that's in the same realm as the Dave Portnoy comments.
I didn't hear Dave.
No.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's the same degrees.
Absolutely.
What I'm saying is that there are black people that sit on the other side of that gate and feel like, yo, dog, look at these Donald Trump supporting, heavy supporting black people that come out and say a whole bunch of dumbass shit in support of Trump. You could be a black Republican and not say some of that shit that they be saying. So I think that at RG3, he just I guess like a goofy nigga that be just saying bullshit. Fam, we got friends that be like, yo, if it ain't snowing, I ain't going.
That's a fact.
We have them that come up here to be like, yo, if it ain't snowing, I ain't going. If it ain't white, it ain't right. They say that shit up here. Joe?
I don't have friends that say that to
Yes,
me.
you do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
No. There's one person that says that.
All right.
That's not friends. That paints a
Plural.
very different
Oh,
picture.
okay. I got it.
There's
I
one
understand
nigga that say that shit.
I'm just saying, but what I'm saying is, I'm just saying
And
that.
we can get into
There-
how some of them Dominicans feel.
True. I'm not
When
disagreeing.
Dominicans get into
A
their
lot
bag, I try to let them.
A lot of goofy blacks feel like that too. Especially once they've ascended to a certain level, they feel like everybody out over there is over there. So I just think he a goofy nigga regardless if his chick was white or black or purple. I think he's just a corny, goofy nigga.
Nah, I can't even give him that because I think part of his chick, part of him being that way is because his chick is white. That's why he went after her. That's why he went after the one before her. He only wants that because he feels in some way that that's better.
He a corny, goofy nigga.
Yeah, but it ain't
Yeah,
no
but that's
if his girl
separate
was
from
It's not no if his
what
girl
ICE
was
said.
black. He wouldn't even go to black because he looks at it as beneath.
Oh, good point. I see what you're saying. That's a
Yeah.
good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I agree. That's a good point.
Yeah, and it becomes problematic when those are the black voices picked to chime in to represent black matters.
Well, see, that's a whole nother conversation because
But we
that's
also-
why they picking them voices.
But we also have to stop.
That's true, too.
Although nobody asked that nigga to say anything.
That's true.
no, but even when they do,
That's
they
why
know
RG
they go to certain folk
That's
who
fair.
know they're gonna play it and
He's
say
like,
what we want them
he
to
can
say.
handle football stuff.
I think a lot of people.
They could leave him at football stuff.
I think I'm not talking about this guy, but I think a lot of people dismiss others because of their who they choose to be with or their partner, and I think that we have to stop that. Just
Yeah, I
because
don't like
somebody, huh?
No, I don't like that.
Yeah, just because somebody has a white girlfriend, that doesn't mean you don't stand with black or black power or you're not aware of what's going on in our community. You come from that. We come from that. You know what I mean? And I think that a lot of times people use that to weigh the scale on who to take serious or who can speak on something. I think that's whack.
You can't tell people how to judge people, though.
But I just think it's whack, though.
It may be whack.
You
but
can't tell
you
people how to
can't
judge
tell-
people, but I think like,
I judge them people.
Because I stand. My wife is an Indian.
wait,
hold on. Listen. Wait. Hold on.
Everywhere in America, they're judging you based off your significant other as well.
They
But
judge you based
shouldn't.
off
But they-
everything.
That's
but
not just if you
but
have
those
a white
They
girl.
shouldn't, though.
I
But
think you
those
should,
who
but
judge you,
I'm not. No, if Flip was
My
making
wife is an Indian woman, right? But I'm not. You can't. I come from where I come from. I understand it. I just fell in love with who I fell in love with. If you judge me on that, you're an idiot. Because I'm outside, I'm in the trenches, and I get back to the communities, and I understand the struggle. Not and me, I do. Why you say for?
I was saying to something you said right before that. To the
No,
you fall in
to-
love with who you fall. I was wanting to say something.
You don't think you can fall in love with who you fall in love with?
I think you can, but sometimes that's an excuse. Like
But
I'll give you an example. RG3 is probably saying, "I just happen to fall in love with two
but
white."
we're not talking about-
I'm not talking about you. I'm not criticizing
No,
you.
but let's talk about because I don't want to talk about RG3. We already described it.
But
Let's talk
take him
about
out.
people.
I'm just saying in general terms.
Okay.
I think people say that, and sometimes it's true, and sometimes that becomes the excuse, or it becomes a way of convincing yourself that you don't have certain like deep seated like commitment.
Wait, hold on.
That's all I'm saying.
Can I ask you a question? And I don't. Is your wife black and Spanish, or she's fully Spanish?
She's a black Puerto Rican.
A black Puerto Rican. Cool. When I watch you, aren't you teaching your son to speak Spanish? Isn't that your thing?
Yeah.
That don't take away from your contributions or how you feel about black women or.
But she is a
what
black
you-
woman.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's not a good example. But what I'm saying is that there's some people out there.
But
that
let's say she were white.
Yeah.
But she's not. It wouldn't be for me. But let's say she were.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's unreasonable for somebody to say that shapes how they see me, right? But my point is even bigger than that. Is I'm just saying if every woman I dated was white.
Okay. I
And
see.
everybody, and I say I just keep falling in love. I just keep falling in love. It's like if a woman say, I just happen to keep meeting NFL players, right?
Yeah, we don't be letting that ride.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like
what
at some point, it's you got to type.
But but your type shouldn't take away how you feel about your people.
Nah, I disagree with that.
Really?
I disagree with that.
Let me ask you a question.
But you wrong. But you be a hip.
I'm a hypocrite.
But that I don't like when you do that though, because when you do that, it becomes
Everybody's
dismissive. We can't have the discussion.
But we can still have the discussion.
Because you should-
Listen, I fall on the side of you're being judged by your partner. That's my blanket
Yeah, you
statement.
can be judged, but
No matter who your partner
you
is.
shouldn't
Right.
take away your contribution or what you do or what you believe in. That's what I'm saying.
Depends on what your contribution is.
Yeah, I disagree.
Okay, discuss it.
If I'm
What's
an
the- what's
accountant,
the
if I'm an
disagreement?
accountant, no, it probably doesn't shape my contribution, right? But if I'm fighting for racial justice,
And I have a white wife, and I'm fighting for racial justice, and she's out there
and
with
I'm
me
not just
every
saying
day.
a white wife. That's why I made a point and said like
Yeah.
a pattern. If my whole social circle is white, if all my partners are white, if
That's
everybody-
different. That's different. I got you.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like at some point, like your choices matter, and they're not just random.
Yeah.
They're informed by something. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with
Even if, and the question to both of you, even if your white wife or whomever is out there with you in the struggle, is out there like while you're fighting for social justice, is with you along the way, does that still take away from your contribution?
For me, we don't even have to keep saying wife. My experience in this is with the opposite of black women being in black spaces, kicking black, extra blackety black shit.
Yes.
With white husbands that you couldn't mention on air, that they couldn't be seen with, they couldn't pop up. It was like a covert thing. I've seen that multiple times.
But why you think that is? Because you would take it. First of all, it's hard to be a woman in the field, and on top of that, you would discredit her and her contributions because she has a white husband. So they have to hide it. You wouldn't. Not only they're not taking them serious initially, but you would even give her a more excuse not to take her serious. Yo, you got a white husband, you can't talk that shit. But it should not take away from her contributions to what she's feeling about the struggle or. Help me, Juan.
I think you're articulating yourself perfectly. I just disagree.
It will and it does.
I agree with
It
you.
will and it does.
It shouldn't. But the truth is, it does.
Okay.
I think it should. I think that's where
It should.
I think it should.
I disagree.
I think it should.
Why do I disagree?
You or Ice, I don't care. Anybody
I disagree because who are we to set the standard on what is important to somebody else? Again, I think if we start talking about pro-black issues, right? Because that's what we're talking about. So I'm gonna stay here. Somebody could be black with a black wife and black children and don't do shit for outside black people. They don't do a fucking thing. They selfish. They don't do nothing for nobody else. And then you can have somebody, a man and his white wife that spend tons of time. We're not even gonna get into money. We're gonna talk about time because time is more important. It's niggas that got their feet on the ground, helping people, helping other people progress in our neighborhoods that those same black people with a black wife and black kids don't do a fucking thing for. So when you look at that and you look at the actual acts and you look at the actual time being given, who is giving more to the black community in that particular instance?
See, I don't think that's in direct response to what I'm saying.
It's not?
How?
Because go ahead.
You can go.
Because I don't think no one is saying that the only people that should be judged is the black person who's dating a white woman. So the black person who's married to a black person doesn't do shit. They should be judged too. On their
exactly.
action.
But
hear me out.
I'm not calling that person pro-black.
I'm not saying that they are.
No,
what I'm saying is that there are people that act like they are.
Yeah.
And you not pro-black just because you got a black family, and the people that might be a mixed family that are doing mad shit and doing giving mad contributions, you can't say that they're not.
Right. So my argument isn't that. First, my argument isn't that everybody who's in an all-black family is pro-black.
I'm not saying that's not what I said.
I know you didn't say that. I'm responding to what you said. Just hear me out fully. So I'm saying that in the same way that I make a judgment against the person who's black who chooses a white partner or white partners, I'm also making a worse judgment to the black person who's with a black person
not doing shit.
that doesn't do shit. They get the worst judgment from me.
You're not addressing what I'm talking about. Address the family.
You'll see how it all connects if you let me finish, I promise. So that's the first thing. The second thing is the black person with the white person that is doing a lot, they also get a judgment from me. A positive judgment. I think that they're doing extraordinary work, and I would call them pro-black. I'm just saying that it's a demerit for me. You know, not that it doesn't. I'm not throwing away the black person with a white partner, and I'm not embracing the black person with a black person that doesn't do shit. I'm saying though it is a factor. Ice often talks about like the Madden scores. I'm just saying that bar. On the slider, that just goes down on the slider for me.
So you don't believe that you can just meet somebody and fall in love with them no matter what race they are?
Yeah, I think you can.
Even if you were pro-black, you just meet a lady and you fall in love with her. That you had black girlfriends your whole life or a black ex-wife and you met somebody and you fell in love with them. You don't feel like
I believe
that can happen?
I believe that some of these people, they wouldn't allow themselves to fall in love with a white person. I believe that some of these people, no matter how great the white woman might be,
watch guess who's coming home. Watch guess who's coming home for dinner. Cindy Portier.
So I think that a lot of people, again, no matter how dope the person would be, they would just not do it. You get what I'm saying? Like they would fight. They would fight it not to do it. And so I think that. Yeah, I think that if that's in your bag and you're not open to it, you're just not open to it. Everybody, like some people have Ice. Ice has a preference of some. I'm not dissing.
Go ahead. I ain't saying nothing.
Ice got a preference of petite women.
Yeah.
Right? So Ice could potentially meet a woman that is bigger. Ice wouldn't allow himself to go down that road. So he wouldn't even know that this woman is just an amazing, super duper duper dope ass person. Ice is not going to open himself up. That's fair?
That's fair.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
I think
I'm
that's
not
right.
shitting on Ice. That's just, I know Ice, so I know his preferences.
Yeah.
I think that some people won't allow themselves.
Whoa. That's crazy to say. I know we be immature.
Why is it crazy, Joe?
Go ahead.
No,
I ain't gonna be
you
immature right
can't
now.
do that.
That's a wow. Hey, yo, I know what the preference is.
Yeah, I heard it too. I was just trying to. I was trying to stay locked in.
Joe.
That's why I stayed locked in. I ain't going.
I'm sorry. I ain't
What's
mean
wrong with you,
that
right?
was-
He prefers petite
No,
women.
no, it just sounds.
That's cool.
He's paid.
idiot.
I
I
know,
know,
paid.
y'all see, y'all.
I just think
got paid.
I just think that, like, give you an example, like Jane Fonda.
Okay, I'm listening.
You know where I'm going, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Jane Fonda was a huge financial supporter of the Black Panther Party.
Huge.
A lot of people don't know that. Huge financial supporter of the Black Panther Party. So this is in the 60s, 70s, where that shit was like blasphemy at that point in time. So do you now say Jane Fonda wasn't pro-black?
Again,
You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just giving examples.
He just said it.
I
Puts
judge
he
somebody-
just
It's
said
just
it
knock the slider down a little bit.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be a 99 overall. You might be a
I
96.
just feel like it's still.
I also
I'm
don't
judging
think
somebody-
pro-black means the same thing for white people and black people.
exactly.
I don't think that means the same thing at all. Whoop-de-doo, Jane Fonda fucking donated some shit to the Black Panther Party. What it means for her to be pro-black and what it means for a black person to be pro-black, I don't view the same at all.
That's possible.
Okay.
I think everybody makes that up for themselves.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I think that I'm judging people based on who the person is. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Like, and I think that more of us should do that. I think that sometimes when we don't get judged based on who we are, we find it offensive. Right?
Yeah,
like,
and
we
become-
find it offensive,
and
we
become
get
part of the problem.
irate. We get super
because
irate
we want change. We do want change, and we talk about change, and then
without changing.
yeah, without changing. And I'm not saying dating outside your race, but I just said we want
Even
change.
that sounded racist to me.
What?
We want change without changing. Something sounds off about that to me.
It's not. No, it's not.
I'm just telling you how it sounds to me.
You become part of the problem if you. What's the word when you exclude people? Ostracize. What's the word? I'm looking for?
Ostracize.
But I don't want to ostracize people. I just don't want to. I think that part of black liberation has to come with building black community and black families.
I agree.
Okay, I agree with that.
And
100%.
I think that that's very difficult to do if we're not even looking at our looking for partners inside of our community. And it's not just women. I mean, I hear black gay men talk about this all the time. They say that a lot of the other black gay men, particularly when I talk like academics,
Yeah.
they say a lot of the black gay men who they would want to date are dating white men, Latino, white
understand.
Latinos, not
I
black
understand what you're
Latinos.
saying.
Like, they're looking outside too. So it's not just even a gender thing. It's that part of white supremacy is teaching us that we're not good enough.
Good enough.
Okay.
And so
All
our
right, that's
success is to go outside. And so I'm skeptical. And so that's my skepticism of people. Again, I know people who have bogeys. They got. I don't want to frame it like that, but where there's
Bogeys.
where there's one person. There's one exception to the rule. I get that. But I find that sometimes when you look, there are some prominent black intellectuals.
Black people are the only people running around even to have the freedom to do this shit that we're talking about. Them other people is having different conversations in their households, and it ain't even their decisions, up to the parent. So don't you bring no nigga in here. Don't you bring no person that's not Chinese, Asian, white, Jewish. They
Right.
they just strict with it. We out here trying to be the
Right.
fuck out
The
of
Rainbow
here.
Coalition.
Yeah, get
Right.
this shit the fuck
We
out of
at the
here.
bottom of the ladder.
They don't let none of that shit happen. They'll have a meeting every month. They'll go pick.
So who the black people dating? Who the Asian people dating? Like, if you're saying that the black people, other ethnicities aren't allowing it, how are white people dating so many people outside their race? And Asian women or black men are the two biggest demographics that are dating outside their race.
And here's why. Because you make a great point. But part of it is that when Asian women date white men, they're perceived as marrying up. So they said don't bring.
Oh, they
niggas.
fucking with the blacks too.
Yeah, but not nearly the same rate. The families.
I don't know the percentages. I'm just telling you though.
No,
those two things are factual.
And it's also which Asians. Like Cambodians are dating and Hmong are dating black men far more than like Koreans and
Filipinos.
Japanese. Yeah, exactly. But the idea basically is we want to preserve our race or uplift our race. We're going to preserve our race by being with our people. We're going to uplift our race by getting white men. You know what I mean? And I think that's part of the equation.
And that's why that one friend that y'all mentioned talks like that.
I don't know what you mean. One friend.
The one friend that y'all said, if it ain't white, whatever.
Ain't snowing, ain't
That's
snowing.
why they talk like that.
I think that's more than
It's
just.
literally what they- if it's what I think it is.
That's a. Yes, I'm agreeing with you. Look, I'm thinking about it. I'm agreeing with that. What I'm saying is, it's this misconception that if you date outside your race, you are viewing your race as less than. That's a misconception, because I don't think white people are better than black people, at all. And my girlfriend is white, and I don't think white people. I mean, if you look at it in its entirety, can hold a candle to black people. So I don't feel that way. It's nothing insecure about me. I'm 49 years old. I've dated black women my whole entire life. I don't look at white women like they're better than black women. That's a misconception, and I also think that's a dismissive view of how we take something and just drop it in the water. Oh, he must got self-hate or some other dumb bullshit that people say.
Mommy issues.
But when you talk like RG3,
he's a dodo. He's a dodo.
That's self-hate.
Okay.
He's saying dodo shit. And he's been saying dodo shit. Like, this is who he is. This is who he's proven to be. You get what I'm saying? Okay. Like, so you never heard me say, no, if it ain't snowing, I ain't going to none of that doofy shit.
Antoine and fire.
We ever heard you say some shit like that?
No, I'm just saying.
You can say that to me. Like, burn it.
So let me ask y'all another. I want to just pivot off this and just ask one more question, which is, should this be out of bounds for your colleague at work? Because remember, RG3 works with Ryan Clark. Because RG3 basically makes a statement saying this is out of bounds.
Dog,
you're not a good teammate. They're saying, now it's a professional thing.
I think if RG3 kept it in a basketball context of basketball,
yeah,
I think that he's well within his right to do so.
Cool. No, I'm talking about Ryan Clark.
I know. No, listen.
Oh,
so if he did that, and then Ryan Clark attacked his personal choices, I think that's unprofessional.
Should ESPN do something about it? There's a thing.
I don't think they should.
I don't think so either. But there's a conversation online about that. Like they should intervene. They should suspend them. They should punish them. They should.
ESPN is running out of black people.
No, why I think they should suspend them. No, why I think they should suspend them.
You say yes?
I think,
that word.
I think they should not suspend. I think they should discipline them, because when you flip it, let's say he don't get any repercussions, and then when a white person does the same shit, we'll be calling for their head. You get what I'm saying? So I think that you should keep it.
Oh, you mean like if somebody said like, oh, of course he understands John Morant. He goes home to a black woman.
Or some goofy,
she goes
dumb
home
shit.
To right.
Yo, it's easy for Malika Andrews to understand what they're going through. She grew up in Newark. You know what I'm saying? And then we like, what? So we'll be tight if some of that shit were to surface. You get what I'm saying? Rightfully so. So I'm just saying, if I'm RG3 and he expresses any discontent with what Ryan said, then I think they gotta step in. But RG3 might not give a fuck, but
I mean, he wrote a whole dissertation afterwards.
He did?
He's very upset. And he pinned it. Go read it. Right above the video of him selling booty enhancements from his wife, saying that it helps end discrimination by showing that white women can have booties too.
I think in man code, you're correct. And theoretically, I think you're correct. You shouldn't talk about anybody's wife. Ryan's first sentence in his reply tweet says, "Yo, dog, you know what it is with me and you." That's what the very first sentence says. Anything after that, I understand.
But not in a professional forum.
I still understand.
I understand too.
I still understand.
I understand too. But not did he?
He said it as professionally as you could say it. Yo, and all he did was state facts. He didn't get into how he felt about it. He said, "You've been married twice to white women. This is how you speak about your white wife. I've met her. I think she's more than that." I think that's respectful if you're talking about somebody's wife.
Right.
No, he didn't diss his wife.
He's like, you're objectifying your wife, not me.
Yeah, I don't think he dissed his wife
You're
at all.
fetishizing her whiteness.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
You run around talking about how good the milk is and all the other shit is goofy time.
Because I don't think RG3 ever bagged the baddest milk in the club.
I mean, that's subjective. But what
I'm saying in his life, I'm not talking about his wife right this second. His wife right this second is an attractive woman.
He might have.
I'm saying the way he speaks
he was
about
an international athlete, bro.
Yeah, but niggas be grading on the curve with coming a lot of time with white women.
I'm just talking about him and that nigga went to and was him in college. So he had to pick of the litter in some of these high school colleges that got 30,000, 40,000.
Don't make me go back to the RG3 draft and see who was sitting next to him.
No,
because I'll go look.
I'm talking about who he might have had in college. Man, them white girls go crazy over black athletes in college.
Yeah, but I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know him. I don't know his wife. I don't know nothing about him. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Anyway, it'll be interesting to see what happens with it. I don't think a suspension is coming, especially since so much of it happened off air.
Oh, it happened off air.
Yeah, because like some of it's on like their platforms, their streams. They're on
that's
Twitter.
Different. I thought he did that on the show.
No, Ryan did it on Ryan's.
Ryan did it on the pivot.
On the pivot.
Oh, so that's
Ryan did it on his show.
So it's their show. No, so
No.
So it's fine.
No, I don't see no suspension or nothing there.
I don't think nothing.
I know we've been on sports related topics for a while. I did want to let you guys know that I went to my stepson's fucking
Football game in Boston.
like some football camp. He asked me to go, so I went.
Dope.
That's good, Joe.
Very dope.
Mom's been asking me to go for mad. Oh, he really wants you to see him? Shut up.
It's different when the
It's
kids
different
ask.
when the kid hits you himself and says, "Yo, I need you to come to my
Gotta show up.
I need you to come to my ABC camp or whatever the fuck the camp was. Under Armour, I don't fucking know. But it was right there in Massachusetts. So, fuck it, let's go. Hopped in the car, didn't fly because Newark Airport still has me scared. I'm not playing with them.
Teterboro clear. But go ahead.
I took Newark Airport.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean not Newark Airport. I took a car. I mean Joe Budden seats. I took the Joe Budden seats.
Literally.
I took the Joe Budden seats down there.
All right, but go ahead.
Left at 6 a.m. on Sunday. Quick drive down there. That shit was an unbelievable experience. I guess that's what I'm trying to say to y'all. Learned a lot. Saw a lot. Well, my mind is fucking blown. My mind is kind of blown away.
In what regard?
Yeah, what you
So you go there, it's the Under Armour camp, so huge field.
Kid from East Orange was in there too. This kid from East Orange, my man's nephew, was in there too.
It was 500 kids. It was a lot of kids. Okay. And they all were standing outside the field. And his coaches saying, all right, quarterbacks, by every position. So you're seeing all of these young kids. I mean, some as young as 7th grade. But they got their gear on, they focused, game face. Shit, even my motherfucking stepson. Once we got there, I'm looking at him like, yeah, like proud and shit. He's like,
Serious. Yeah, I'm serious.
like, whoa, it's a whole nother look. So anyway, we go in there, I'm seeing all of these parents. Like, it almost looked like these bleachers could be filled if we all sat here at the same time just to watch a camp, not a game, not a scrimmage. So I'm just looking at the coaches that came out there, scouts that came out there. I'm looking at how the kids were being coached. Them coaches is straight to the point. Oh, you hard-headed. You have a hard time listening. Anywhere else, you get cut immediately. Oh, you're not making it. You're not going to the league if you don't clean this and that. They getting right to it. We ain't got time to mince feelings here. So the coaching, I was blown away at. Once I started talking to some of the sports dads and some of the scouts out there, shit, because you know, there's some podcast fans out there now. I was blown away by that too. Looking at all these young kids, none of these niggas was alive when Pump It Up came out.
They don't know you as
They
a
don't
rapper.
know you. They don't know shit about Pump It Up.
But the dads out there, so you get to kicking it. Talking to these NIL agents is out there. They start talking about just how much money is involved in youth athletics and just scouting and just hearing some of the numbers thrown around. And now I'm out here for a couple hours. Shit, I'm looking at these kids like I'm a damn scout. I'm like, oh shit, him right there, he gonna go somewhere.
His mechanics off. Yeah.
You
looking out,
I could have put some money in one of them receivers' pockets and try to. It was just an amazing experience. Shout out to all of y'all high school kids that's focused on
That
where
shit
you're
is
going
big business, bro.
and intent letters and colleges and then they meeting with the parents and here goes fucking stupid Thicko now. Want to talk to all these coaches and some Lululemon shit. Bitch, get your fucking, you don't move.
Yo,
They
nah,
move.
that shit is big business, bro. Like AAU and all that. Like my man, I was telling Corey off mic. Like my man, 2 of his daughters play AAU, and he was like, "Dog, I don't see how the parents are traveling. Like they got a different spot every weekend.
AAU is full time,
bro, and that shit is costly. Like my man is up. But he was like, dog, I don't see how these people are going from Kentucky. Next week you in PA. Next week you in Tennessee. Like, yo, you traveling and all of that shit with these kids, that shit is costly. If your kid is not a star, because you know if you star, we're going to make
Everybody
concessions
take care
and
of you,
niggas
right.
take care of you. But if your kid is not a star,
And you covering all that?
it's hard for them to get into AAU, which means it's hard for them to be seen and go to the next level.
High
If they
school's not enough
yes,
anymore.
Bro, it's not enough.
When
no
we were
more.
coming up, high school was all you needed.
Yeah,
My
like,
niece
that
is a
shit
very
is
good
different.
volleyball player, and she's in Texas, she's in Boston, she's
Yeah.
in all these places.
Yeah.
Just to be in the circuit,
Bruh.
to have a shot at
That
a
shit is
D1
different.
scholarship.
Like I said,
yeah.
I saw it with Taya, and then I saw it with Sharif. Like they father been moving around for 6, 7, 8, like every fucking weekend, bro. 2 and 3 times you traveling throughout the week just so that your kids could play basketball.
Oh, and basketball's all year round too.
My
That
girl
shit
ain't
is
sat
different,
down
bro.
in 3 months.
Bro, that shit is different.
In 3 months, every weekend,
And like Mark
she's
said,
somewhere different.
So Mark said, yo, dog, in the summer, they playing EYBL, they doing all this shit. And then the winter is the actual seasons, so it's just non-stop. Like, that shit is a money grab on another level.
Just a lot of politics. They were telling me a story. Let me make up some schools. They were telling me this O-lineman was at Rutgers getting, let's call it, 40 grand. UNC called, say, hey, we like him. We need him over here. We can get him $1. Excuse me, call it $1.60.
Jesus.
He go over there. Mind you, they've been watching him.
And they short him.
They've been watching him. They kind of know his bill of health and all that. So he get over there. He does the health test. They see something that they were aware of already.
In front.
Had a change of heart on it.
Wow.
And say, you know what?
Never mind.
We cool on you. Wait, what?
You just modified your entire life.
So now you blew your starting spot over here and your guaranteed money over here chasing a dream, and they just dead you like that. So yeah, some of the stories,
and some of the
politics
agents,
that go along with
shit come in.
It's getting worse.
This shit is getting crazy.
It's
Like,
gonna get worse.
again, like you know, my people's shout to Ace Bailey, is represented by home team,
Future Sixer.
but
It's facts.
But no, that shit is different. Like, I watch that shit, bro. That shit is a job, a 24-hour job that these agencies and all of that shit go through. It's different, bro. This shit is big business with these high school kids. Like, we know we knew Stephon was Stephon when he was played small fry. Like, I played small fry, nigga. Stephon played, and I'm older than him. I'm 2 grades older than him. He played with the grade above me. Like, he was getting 50 in their age group.
Yeah, he was always special.
10. You know what I'm saying? Like, they so you knew already who Steph was going to be. You knew who some of these kids was going to be. They just didn't have NIL back then.
So then 500 kids, after it's all said and done, the coaches get up in front of the Under Armour step and repeat and say, all right, check this out. Picking 2 of y'all from each position.
If I don't call your name, better luck next time.
They picked 2 people from each position. Now I gotta watch 494 kids, 92 kids be tight. Some of them niggas I thought was all right. they didn't get picked.
Or they might have been all right.
Yeah.
And the politics start kicking
I
in too.
wouldn't give a fuck. My man,
that part too.
The politics start kicking
my
in.
man got picked.
Congrats.
Number 50, bring him up.
See him doing all that.
Naeem Richardson.
See him doing all that quick foot shit.
But he looked different too. See, that's the thing too now.
Them niggas be,
The camp we went to was in Boston. He been balling in Texas.
And it's different.
It's very different.
Texas and Florida.
Alabama. Very different.
High
I'm
school
taking my
football is
Texas
different.
talent over here with this little recreational camp. This shit is cool, but I'm balling like to
Football
get to the
country
league.
down there.
Dog, he got on 700 rubber bands of every camp he been to. All of the placards hanging off his book bag of every camp he been to. Like, he don't look like these little Boston bums.
I'm showing y'all I do this.
Right. You know, and that's the first thing the coach said when they called him up there too. And then I'll say that in closing. The coach like, it's important to make yourself identifiable out here and stand out. This young kid just did just that. They bring Naeem up, number 50 out of here. It's like, God damn.
Shit different.
You was
I'm about
cheering?
there. I'm cheering. Nigga, I'm hit the chase app. You fucking talk about cheering. We way past cheering. It's time to invest. All that tricking money is about to go somewhere different now. I finally found a way we can get this thing back. Hey, all the spinning I've been doing for 6 years, a light at the tunnel, goddamn it. You shitting me? Kid's got potential. This kid's going somewhere now. Man, he ain't bad. Shout out to Naeem, man.
That's dope.
I'm happy
I'm
that
glad
you went,
went.
though.
Yeah, word. I'm real glad
It
you
probably
went.
meant a lot to
So
him.
now the next one is in Ramsey, which is in Jersey.
Is that Jersey? Okay.
If you get picked. So I guess, yes.
Bro,
Good shit, man.
Shit different.
That's what's up.
That shit is big business. Big business.
Yeah.
Ain't no more
It's
leaving it to
unbelievable.
chance. These motherfuckers got trainers in high school.
Oh yeah.
Personal trainers in high school. All of that shit.
Do y'all want to get to the tragic boat crash?
Sure.
It was a tragic boat crash.
By the Brooklyn Bridge.
Brooklyn Bridge.
The bridge didn't even move.
That was a Caribbean boat.
Mexican
boat.
Mexican.
Mexican Navy.
Why are
boat.
you smiling while we delivering this?
Because
news?
you know he
I'm not.
You want to be flipped?
No,
Then get off camera if you have to smile while
I'm
we're doing
listening
that.
to what you said.
There's nothing I've said that will cause for
Good
a
stuff.
smile.
No, it's not funny.
19 people injured.
There was
2 people died.
Oh, for real?
Yes, Queens flip. 2 people. That's why it's tragic.
Got it.
And some niggas was hanging off the thingamajiggy. We saw one person dive in the water. Yeah, you move because you don't know how to be. You're not mature enough because you're not. I don't think no. You're not mature. Get the fuck out of here. Ice, you need to go too. Get the fuck out, Ice.
I'm good, son.
Y'all is evil people, man.
I don't understand.
Film, yo. Go ahead.
I did, and y'all.
This nigga said I did. I went. Nah, it's tragic.
That shit looked fake when I was watching it. We were at a show in Brooklyn.
They said
Like, a boat just hit the bridge. Like, yeah, right. That's some bullshit.
yo,
you know?
kick Corey out, bro.
Yeah, please. Yeah, that's what you got to kick out.
Corey don't have a mic. I'm not looking at him, listening to him. When I first saw the accident, I didn't understand just how. Just didn't understand because those look like just lights hanging.
Yeah.
I didn't get what the hoopla was. And then more footage started coming out. And you're like, wait, there was people standing up there?
Yeah.
So that's part of it's like a ritual or whatever. It was a Mexican naval ship. And when they leave the final docking, they do that. It's like a display. They stand up, they stretch the arms out, they stand across all the way around the thing. From what I understood, the boat lost power.
Yes.
And it was actually drifting backwards when it hit. So it's not like they stood there and saw the shit coming and ran into it. It was drifting backwards when it hit the bridge.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, I immediately I'm like, wait, a Mexican naval ship in Brooklyn? So I had to look, but then I understood that this was something that they knew. This was some part of some display, and it was cool.
I'm waiting to hear what your man Big T say.
It was cool after that. At first, I thought this was some BS.
He gonna say some dumb shit.
And you waiting for it.
He gonna say it. I already know it's coming. Told you. He gonna say some stupid shit.
But we shouldn't beat him to it.
No, I'm saying he's an idiot. No,
We
the first thing I was away, but they said that basically somehow it lost power. But they said that's similar to what happened with the other boat
Down in Maryland.
Like this shit lost power. So my conspiracy theory brain started running wild. But prayers to those people. But that shit is crazy and it's mad scary. Some Final Destination type shit.
That's why I don't get on boats.
Deadass.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was scary.
That was petrifying. Seeing some people fall in the actual water,
Word.
Yeah.
I was scared for the bridge too at first, but
Yeah.
then,
That's a good point.
Yo, the
Yeah.
Maryland shit, the bridge fell.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole different ballgame. Imagine what New York would have been like if that bridge would have fallen or
The
something.
Brooklyn Bridge.
Yo, dog, we talking about gridlock, like because I think the tractor trailers go over to Brooklyn.
They go over all of them. I
don't think they could go over the Manhattan Bridge.
Oh, maybe that's true.
I
I
think
don't
the
know.
trucks or some shit can't go over the Manhattan Bridge, so it would have fucked up all the New York traffic, like Eastern Seaboard traffic, courier, packaged goods, all of that shit moving across. That shit would have been catastrophic, way more than it already was.
Prayers go out.
Indeed.
Word.
Prayers go out to
1000%.
everybody that was affected by that boat crash, the people that lost their lives,
Their
the
families.
people that had to hang off of the thingamajiggy. So that was super disturbing to see.
Word.
Hopefully we don't have a summer of seeing super disturbing shit like this.
Yeah.
I feel like we just keep seeing shit we shouldn't be seeing.
Word.
I've been saying that for a few pods now, but real disturbing.
Well, since we're sending prayers out, Joe Biden, former President Joe Biden, has been diagnosed, they announced, with cancer, prostate cancer, stage 4.
Aggressive, they said.
A very aggressive stage 4 cancer of prostate, which I gotta say, I have some thoughts about, but in terms of the timing of it, but in general, again, I don't wish that on anybody. I don't wish that on anybody. I'm not a Joe Biden fan, but when it comes to the medical part and the health part and the life part, he loved people. People love him. I hope he's okay. But it was just shocking to me that you could be the president of the United States and get to stage 4 without
As the
anybody knowing.
president of the United States.
Yeah.
As the president of the United States.
I guess that makes sense because they have to do the health check thing every year. Or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, I guess that
he
makes
ran for
sense.
office in January.
He ran for
Yeah.
office last year. Yeah,
Okay.
like so.
I was gonna say it's a weird time to look for a conspiracy, but I guess that makes sense.
And, I don't even know if it's I mean, I think it's just I just wonder if he just didn't want to tell us right away. You know,
It's possible.
Right.
I didn't believe and don't believe that they just found out about that.
Not at all.
Stage,
Not
and prostate
even
moves slow. That's the other thing. Prostate cancer is not one of them cancers that like it's not like thyroid where you can look up and you get to stage 4 right away.
Pancreatic or something.
Yeah, you can get pancreas right. Better example. Yeah.
No, all the cancers.
Well, my dad had prostate cancer.
My aunt just passed away from pancreatic.
Neither one of y'all had to take it down.
But no, I'm just saying.
No, I don't give a
sorry.
shit. No, he didn't die
Hold
from
on,
it.
nigga. You feel bad
piece
for the
of shit.
You feel bad for the. But when niggas talk about their family, you don't feel bad, right, Joe?
Joe's a monster.
You just asked me to walk off the set, but niggas talk about their family, you don't feel bad.
I do feel bad. Are you crazy?
Don't make no jokes,
That's
nigga.
why I don't.
Don't make a joke.
That is the joke. But just so you know, that is the joke. That I feel so bad that when people do it, it's like a buzzkill. It's like, oh, I feel bad. That is the joke.
I'm making sure I'm checking your temperature.
Yeah, prostate cancer.
You don't
moves
need
slow
to
as
check
shit.
my temperature, homeboy.
Or what?
You trying to turn me up? I ain't turning up.
Whoa.
It's been a peaceful, cool podcast.
He said, "You can't check my temperature. You trying to turn me out."
Turn me up. Now you know I'm trying to do.
I heard out.
He ain't from the country.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Well, it did sound
It
like
was out.
I was in the gym the other day. I got that 225.
I saw it. I saw it.
Hey, round of applause for me, man.
I saw you put the picture of the weights on the Instagram. I thought
Yeah, we didn't see you
You ain't
push
seen
it
no
up.
video.
We didn't see you push
I
it up.
only saw the
And you can
picture.
show us
Well, you don't
too.
think I'm lying?
You can show us.
Wait, hold up. For a
Not
second.
you.
Wait, hold up.
You can show us before Patreon. Just show
yeah.
us. Just show us. That's
That's
it.
cool. No way you think I'm telling a fib.
I do.
Well, that settles that. Now you got to do it.
You can show us.
I believe you, Joe.
Y'all think y'all got friends that lie about like
Yes.
shit like that?
I got family members that do it.
Exactly.
Well, family is gonna do it, but y'all think y'all
No,
have
that ish.
friends? You pick your friends. Y'all think y'all have friends that lie about shit like that?
See.
Yes, I do. But
And y'all think I'm one of those people?
I don't. I think you did it. I don't think,
think
you
you did that.
Because I think you know somebody would test you on it. And I don't think Corey.
Like now.
Corey did he did it right?
Wait to lie and then take a pic?
Well, you
I
think
don't see
pick
the
up the
point.
weight?
I don't see the, like, it ain't like somebody
He did
brought
it
it
4
up and
times?
then you did it.
I think niggas sleep on.
Oh, Corey
how
said you
great
did
of
it
a
4
liar.
times, eh?
4. Oh, I'm about to say, yeah, but no 4 times. Yeah,
You did 4 reps.
something I should.
You did 4 reps to 225?
Yes,
Why you shouldn't have did it?
nigga. I just didn't feel like I should have done all that. Cause I'm not in there keeping count. I got a trainer, so I just do whatever he says.
But not just that, you've been working out for a couple weeks now, so you're getting
impressive.
stronger.
You know
All
what?
right,
You know what?
hold on.
That's a
Stop
quick-
for second.
that's a quick-
Hold up. Because we addressing, would you just be lying?
Read this. I got that bitch up about 10 times, so I'm hyped.
4 sets.
Oh,
said
so you
4
did
times, so you
2
did-
reps per set.
That's 16. 16.
Wait, let me ask a very basic question. How many times did 225 pounds go up from Joe? How many times overall did he lift 225 pounds? 12. Okay.
Oh, okay then. All right.
That's impressive
said
from where you
four,
were
so.
when last time
Hell
we saw
yeah,
you lift
nigga.
weights.
Let's go see, nigga. I want to see.
I kind of see that
you
too.
gonna get
I'm proud of you, though.
The more you go to the gym, yo,
You
you're
gotta give him
not a
chance to
weak
do it, too.
dude
You
already.
really lift last time with us. Bench press with us. Oh shit. Oh okay. You said you wanted in last time. That's all. Okay.
And you back to your skinny self too, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody.
You was kind of brolic last year.
Yeah, clothes is kind of.
Nah, I'm not dissing you, fam. I'm not dissing-
Nah, nobody, that was a compliment.
Nah,
You summertime
was
ready.
bigger last
You
year.
look healthy, bro. You looking good. Yeah.
Wasn't you bigger last
You
year?
look great, man.
Yeah, you ready for the summer?
What else?
waist?
What else? What else? What else is there? What else is there? What else is going on out there? Any exciting summer news? Hey, shit! Memorial Day weekend.
That shit is crazy.
Memorial Day weekend.
We're serious.
It's this
here.
weekend.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's the least eventful Memorial Day ever.
Yeah,
Who's
we
doing
are-
something? I need a barbecue to go to.
I'm pulling up somewhere.
Yeah.
I thought you and your wife was gonna do something. I was gonna try to come to y'all shit.
y'all should do something.
Yo, I will. See, I do that. Y'all, none of y'all niggas will show up.
Invite me.
I'll be
Prove
great.
it.
If I get invited, I'll come on.
Why don't you invite some niggas?
I hate y'all.
Because you like
Cause
inviting.
I want to see what your house look like. I keep seeing the little night school room.
Yo, listen to why niggas walk up.
Right. I have a
I
very
know
bad
that.
myself.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
I want
Not
to see
that
the
one either.
crib, the driveway, the moldings. I gotta come. I just want to come look
I want to come
around.
judge you. No, I have a very small modest house. You would not be impressed with my house.
I'm impressed. I know how much your house costs, and it's impressive.
I know where your house at. That's enough.
I know how much it costs and where it's at.
You can say that shit to them.
Yeah, but it's not a big house. I promise you.
Mark, I said I know how much it costs, and you said it's not a big house.
Yeah, sometimes you pay for the neighborhood, not for the house.
That is true.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I paid for the I prioritized location over size.
Location.
Yeah, I prioritized location because I didn't want a huge house.
All right, so what day you doing something?
We might do something Monday. You know what I mean? I gotta get permission. I ain't gonna lie.
This nigga so full of shit, yo.
I don't have any plans for
So these niggas gonna show up.
No, you full of shit.
You full of shit.
Nigga,
How many square feet is your house?
I don't know.
You do know, nigga. Fuck you think you talking to?
That was a clear lie.
I'll show you the house. I don't know. The reason I don't know is because it was renovated.
You've said this on air. You know that,
Lenny.
right?
And I realized that when I did that before, I had miscalculated a bit.
How much you said before?
What'd you say?
How
I
much?
don't remember. This is an old episode, man.
You just said you remember when you did it.
I remember that when I did it, I miscalculated because afterward I did some.
What
other
was your calculation back then?
I don't recall.
I do, Oliver North.
It's
okay,
I
dog.
didn't inhale either.
I got you.
What
my
else
nigga.
you got?
Moving right along. Oh man.
So nobody has any Memorial Day weekend plans.
I'll be upstate.
Nope.
You going upstate?
Yeah.
How about you, Flip? Y'all should do something. Are you going? Don't you got one of them carnivals or something?
And what? Carnivals?
Who y'all? Who's y'all?
What you people? What you people do?
You people.
Hey, yo, listen.
Oh man.
Yeah, I may go away for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'll figure it out, man. But it doesn't matter.
You should. Oh, you know what? Brooklyn has something every year. At the band festivals in Brooklyn, they have a street festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, right across from my old crib in Brooklyn. Yeah, let's. That's the move.
Yeah, I get up with you, man.
Yeah.
You know, I see what I'm doing.
Right,
You the man.
You got right out of that shit. I saw what you did.
No, I'm just saying. Watch your fucking mouth about Caribbeans too, nigga. Yeah, there's no carnival.
I love you people.
Yo, stop. This is the trouble. I know you on your ADOS shit, your FBA shit. Don't start that. Because if I say something, they attack me, nigga. I can't hold it down, Dolo. Please.
Did you say Adolf?
ADOS. With an S.
ADOS.
The Alofs.
No.
Yo, you don't.
ADOS. American Descendants of Slaves.
Okay, just
You'll never
checking.
find these people in the ALOF.
Yo, they gonna get you shot. They gonna get you. Oh shit.
Bro.
Yo, y'all niggas is disrespectful. Stop.
Don't look this way. They're gonna get y'all niggas.
They gonna get y'all.
Oh shit.
All right, well, that was our Memorial Day weekend breakdown.
There you go.
I mean, there you go. Mad informative.
Racist at the same time. Oh man, yo.
Joe, why don't you do something? You used to have great parties.
That's why I don't anymore.
He old now, nigga. Oh, nigga old.
That's why I don't.
Nigga he got the 1v1 spot.
I did
They were
it.
legendary. I used to want to invite.
I did it for too long. Like I was the kickback house for ever. So it's over now. Now I like my peace.
You sure?
Yes.
I think you can't do it the same like you used to. That's what it is. So now you just mask it with I'm older, nigga. You just can't do it the same way. You gotta be allowed to.
Maybe not.
Yeah, acknowledge that.
Because you ain't got to do nothing. You
Maybe
don't
I
clean.
can.
You don't cook. You people. I mean, you get all the shit managed. So it's really you wouldn't be around that many people in your house.
I clean and cook.
But I'm saying you don't have to. So you could do the kickback without having to do
cook?
the labor.
I've had
Not trying to be funny. I know you clean. You clean.
I've had kickbacks where
I see that.
I had to man the grill until somebody else showed up. It wasn't the greatest.
I didn't know that part.
That shit is annoying.
I've been the guy that forget it. I ain't getting in there. If you're throwing the kickback,
It's a lot of work.
it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
So,
I got it.
In my 40s,
Going out, getting all the liquor.
Even if you get
it's a lot of shit to do. Period.
Even if you get it catered, you still got to manage all
it's
that.
a lot of
That's
shit.
true.
to do, bro.
Like
The setup is a pain in the
Different
ass.
people
The
in
day
the
of you can have a
house,
little
all
more
that
fun,
shit.
but
the planning is a pain
No,
in
you
the
don't.
ass.
You don't really get that much fun day off.
invite the people you invited, the people you didn't invite,
They plus
the
one.
people that came to your block and pissed all over the neighbor's lawn.
Yeah.
Now you mad about
Dealing
that?
with the police because there's a fucking microscope on your house because you had all the fucking parties.
Not enough people showing up. Too many people showing up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
People not leaving when you say leave.
That's
the worst.
Both of them want to stay.
People coming with slides.
Trying to wait each other out.
Right. People coming with slides that's ready to rock. So now they hound you. Yo, I need a room.
She's ready to rock. Can I go in your room? No. Like, guests. I've had enough of guests, invites, all that kickback shit. Nah.
So it's done for good, or you just need a break?
Well, it's not done for good. Yo, what are y'all doing?
He's talking about those were the days.
It's not done for good if you count like my birthday party.
Got you. But that's still not gonna be at the crib.
It won't be at my house. Ever.
Yeah, you no more crib. I'm saying
there'll never be anything at my house again.
Shouldn't have nobody.
No, at my home.
Got too much nice shit in your crib now.
Now, today?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I feel that.
Sorry. My barber was in my house the other day. He looked at the little beautiful little steel sculpture I got over there. He's like, yo, man, I'm redecorating my shop. I'm thinking about getting some shit. he cutting too. He's like, so I'm thinking about getting some shit. That shit you got right there and over there. Like, fly if you don't mind. Like how much it costs? Like, so I tried to save him early.
No, you don't. You said it in your you said in your most modest of deep voices.
First you try to get out of it.
I told him
This is art, not.
you don't want to know, and it's not important.
Try to get away from it first.
Try to, because you're gonna come off pompous.
Of course.
And he said,
"No, that's
nah.
the pompous. That's the pompous shit. You don't want to know. It's not important."
He said, "No,
that's pompous.
Right, exactly.
That's pompous.
You
Tell a
have
nigga
to
how much it costs.
No, you have to differentiate between decor and art collection.
I would have told that nigga the price.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Ballpark.
No.
He said, nah, for real, man. Like, all right, was it 5 bands?
And you start laughing.
I did what Corey's doing.
Look, I almost got a hair. You almost fucked my hair up. You lucky you got ball.
Almost Zeke me right here, my nigga. Now you playing.
I said, yo, man, don't even worry about it, man. Just go play with something safe.
Wow,
It's a non-pompous answer.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't know how that came up. But
That's your non-pompous. Got you.
How you answer that?
What?
Without being,
Like I said, you got to differentiate.
If he said that to me,
yeah.
I'd be like, that shit was too much. Or I'll say something like that, like, yo, it was
That's
too
offensive.
much. Yo, no, I'm saying for me, like,
got it.
some stupid shit I did. You know what I mean? Like, my girl made me do it. Some dumb shit.
Cool, but that
then they
ain't
keep pressing. I'll be
Yeah,
like,
that's not going to turn a nigga away from wanting to know the price.
I mean, like,
See, one to know.
around a buck, around 80. You gotta say like around 70. You get a little one for about 55.
One to know the price of things can be really, really fun or not so much
Demoralizing.
Humbling, nigga.
fun. Yeah.
Feel like a
The
peon.
whole fucking chest case.
So I go in the Louis store the other day. Looking for
Slides.
I ain't looking for shit. I caught the slides in every color too, but I ain't looking for shit. She looking for something, Mother's Day gift. Yeah, I don't know how we got there, but okay, I guess. Yo, did we have? Hey, what did y'all get y'all girls for Mother's Day?
Keep going.
Is it just me?
Mine got returned, so
Your gift got returned?
yeah, I don't care.
Oh, she returned it.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you: when she did the return, where did the money go?
Oh, you did. Oh,
Prior to the gift she wanted.
yeah. For the gift you, I had to get
okay.
something different.
All right,
Plus a penalty for choosing wrong.
Plus a bonus.
Gotta pay the tax.
Plus a bonus.
You gotta pay a tax.
Gotta pay the
Gotta
tax.
get a penalty.
I got her Cartier love bracelet, but it just wasn't her thing. And because it's supposed to be like for me and my son. Yeah, not so much. So that little red box went back there.
This nigga's an idiot. Yo, yeah, not so much.
So anyway, so we go in Louis, and the guy says, first of all, you got to know somebody to even go in there now. You can't just go in there and look around no more. It's over. Scammers done won. But anyway, the guy says, hey, man, you want to go to the 5th floor?
Of course she wants to go to
I
the 5th
said,
floor.
what's on the 5th floor?
Don't even matter.
He said, some furniture.
Huh?
And I said,
Oh Lord.
I don't need no furniture. But then I thought about it again. And I said, you know what? I definitely want to go to the 5th floor to see some Louis Vuitton furniture. He said, it's brand new. We just opened the 5th floor. We just started selling furniture. Now,
That's all prep talk, by the way. That's all to let you know this shit is going to crack you.
Right.
But go ahead.
so I go in there. Apparently Pharrell done did some shit. Pharrell done designed some shit. And I skipped the couches. He like, oh, it's the couches, it's the bin tables.
We do need new couches.
It's a super fly, not from there, we don't. It's a super fly record player in like the next room.
Okay.
When I tell you that shit is standing, it's beige, same color as all my shit in my crib. Shit. It got some futuristic, funky design. I might have to find a picture for you niggas. It was beautiful. And I was about to just walk away, but I couldn't. I had to see how much it cost.
You had to.
So I looked at the thingamajiggy, and you guessed it, $150,000.
Sheesh.
For the Pharrell Louis record player. Nigga, I said, yo, dog, do y'all have a record store? where are you getting vinyl? No, it's way better than that. It's look futuristic.
Oh, the trunk shit. The trunk? You talking about the trunk shit that play the records?
Oh, no, it wasn't a trunk. It looked like some space capsule.
This shit look nuts right here.
Look up the Pharrell Louis.
It said Pharrell.
Oh, no. It's fine.
Here, go ahead.
I'll tell my girl to find it. But anyway, that's what I mean about
wouldn't do that.
Price checking shit. She know I ain't getting no $150,000. Please, I'm in the button seats.
That's true.
I'm in the button seats. I ain't playing like that. You crazy? Anyway, shout out to y'all out there that's buying Louis Vuitton furniture.
Sure.
I don't know.
Not I. Not I, said the captain. What else is there? What else is there that's important, unimportant? I see Salt and Pepper written up there.
Yeah, they're suing Universal, UMG. Basically because their music was supposed to come back to them after 30 years. 35 years. And their music didn't come back, and then they're saying UMG took everything off of streaming, which is basically now devaluing it while holding up to give it back to them. So they're suing, try to get their shit back.
Good for them. First of all, did they resolve their issue? Is it Salt, Pepper, and Spin, or is it Salt and Pepper?
Yeah, they was beefing with Spinderella for a while.
I don't know.
So I'm just wondering, this is interesting. At first they had the internal thing and now the external thing. I'm glad they're fighting Universal. I want every artist to fight Universal and all these other big majors because everybody has the same complaints. The audits show different things. Forensic accounting shows something different. They don't, do what they say they were going to do after 30 years or 25 years. Good for them. I hope they get every dollar they deserve, man. I love Salt and Pepper. And Spin. Shout out to all of them.
Yeah, word. Shout out to Salt and Pepper.
And Spin.
And Spin.
And Spin.
And Tretch. Bumped into Tretch the other night.
Spin was
He's doing all right.
Spin was the one.
Spin was
That
what?
Spin. You
mumbled.
When we was little, Spin was the one.
She's beautiful.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know Spin's beautiful. Spinderella, shout out to her. I don't have anything else that I need to get to. Joey dropped again, right?
Yes, he did.
Got busy.
And
From Ice's account.
I don't really need nobody to respond to it.
You was losing your mind over there listening to it.
Yo, he took a West Coast flip, rhyme like them, addressed all of the shit that they just said in these records that just came out a day ago. It's kind of like put the shit to bed at this point. And I know I just said earlier in the show that for the shit to keep going, but now I'm cool. I don't know what y'all can do to top that record because now I jumped over here on y'all shit and absolutely smoked it. And again, back to what y'all was saying, you can hear the money difference. You can hear it in the clarity of the production. You can just hear, I spent something to get this even made real quick. And y'all really can't fuck with me. But the record is hard, though.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to it as soon as we leave.
Yeah, I got to check it out.
It's called Crash Dummies.
Crash.
Because Ray Vaughn keeps referring to himself as a crash out.
dummy.
So, no, you're a crash dummy.
That is pretty funny. All right, I ain't got nothing else going on, man. I ain't got nothing else popping. Let me see. Actually, that's not true. I'm seeing a lot of rumors floating around about Justin Bieber being broke.
I don't think that's the case.
Yeah,
How would you know?
that's hard, though.
He's had a lot of successful records, bro.
That's why this is the rumor popping up is a thing. They're saying that he owes Scooter Braun inordinate amounts of money, that he owes somebody else. I could find it, but it's like 30, 40, 50, and 60 million.
Jesus.
They keep showing pictures of him not looking the greatest. I don't know because I'm not in his business, but it wouldn't be the first time that we've heard somebody go broke that we didn't think should be going broke.
That fast?
I don't think it's fast.
It's very fast.
Isn't he like 30? How is he 30?
How's that fast?
Bro, the nigga just had a monster album 7-8 years ago. Nigga. That Purpose album was 8-9 years ago.
That was a great album, by the way.
The album was fucking amazing. And he had an album after that.
He's 31.
The Purpose one was my shit, but he had an album after that.
I think Justin Bieber has been out long enough to be going broke. If he were going broke, he'd been out long enough.
But
it's certainly
I can't
possible.
count nobody's pockets. Yeah.
I would be shocked.
I would be shocked as well.
I don't know about probable, but it's possible. It's definitely possible. He could have
Yeah, I
gambling.
won't say
he
probable.
could have gambling problems. Like we don't know his personals. You know what I'm saying? But
Or just big spending.
Just doing
problem.
a quick search again, not doing any deep research. His estimated net worth was at $300 million. So, and again, that's obviously if you got gambling issues or you owe a lot of debt, or that's not real money all the time. But that just seems such a big gap.
The rumor is that he sold some of his
publishing
catalog.
And
his
again,
catalog.
Yeah, that he sold some of his catalog because he was down really, 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 really bad. And again, I know that that's subjective. But broke just mean more going out than is coming in.
Right.
Oh, that's possible. He hasn't put out a record in a while, but
Yeah, he might not be super liquid. I mean, that happens. Yeah.
it's a lot of crack, bro. Lose 300, you got to have a different type of smoking problem. What the fuck we talking about? That's some other crack, bro. Yo, what?
Well, how much is crack right now?
I don't know.
How much is crack today?
let me go check the
Look,
stocks.
it's been a minute. The price is up and down like it's Wall Street. It's been a minute. It's been a while.
Breaking news. Kid Cudi is set to testify in Diddy's federal trial this week.
Oh shit.
This nigga's going free, man.
I don't know if Kid Cudi's gonna get it done.
Yeah, I don't know.
Everybody, I'm shutting up. I'm waiting. I'm waiting till it's over.
Early.
I'm waiting till it's done. Cause I ain't.
We said anything out here now.
They shooting they load, I think.
He doubled down on
Double
that.
that,
He meant that.
All over the nipple or whatever.
Yo.
Freedom, freedom, free.
I can't lose.
I want to meet.
That nigga singing sound like Django.
Stop!
That nigga sound
This
like.
the shit Imani was talking about. Why y'all didn't appreciate
I
his
thought
shot.
that was a
Hey,
sin- I thought that was a Sinner
Hey, yo,
soundtrack.
Free. Remember when nigga took his Vin Raines took his shit off Rosewood when he lifted himself up and cut the rope?
Yeah, that sound like the lead
That was
single
a-
off the Rosewood soundtrack, right there. Ain't no flower tree to me, the blue.
Nigga got the knife out his boot.
He pulled himself out.
Yo, that shit sound like the black version of, and I guess that's why they call it the blues.
Y'all tripping now. Everybody, go grab Be Good and
I'm
Liquid
good.
Spirit.
Is it on sale?
I'm good.
No, I'm good.
I'm gonna support.
Get Be Good, get Liquid Spirit,
No, we
two of the
good.
great albums.
I'm only copping shit that's
and
on
Take Me
sale.
to the Alley, three of his best albums. Amazing albums. Again,
Never hear him.
If it ain't on sale, I ain't copping it.
this is, they don't
I ain't
understand.
fucked up. That's just not. It's not for me.
And I.
And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Da, 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 da.
Yo, Mark be playing some shit. All right, let me see, man. I don't even know where to go after Gregory Ford did that shit.
Shout out to Gregory Porter.
Porter.
Shout out to
I'm
Gregory
sorry, I'm not
Porter.
trying to be funny. Gregory Porter. I'm not trying to be funny.
Grammy Award-winning vocalist Gregory Porter.
We love you, man.
Nigga Macklemore.
You got some
Grammy.
John Legend in there or something.
Macklemore won a Grammy.
Oh, he gonna fuck you up.
Oh my God.
In Brooklyn
I
too.
want to see y'all niggas too.
Oh my God.
Heard that shit you said on your show, nigga.
All right. Holy
No, he not.
shit.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, what date is this?
Great show, y'all.
Indeed.
July.
I can't wait to talk to y'all. Yo, when this broadcast ends, I cannot wait to talk to y'all in private.
Hey,
So
Paul,
hit the
don't pick-
1.5
Paul-
button
Paul,
on the
don't do
podcast.
nothing. Just sit there.
Yeah, don't grab that.
Don't
Yo,
grab nothing.
Don't run the Patreon either. My talk ain't gonna be on Patreon. It ain't gonna be nowhere where you can find it. YouTube.
Not at all.
Sorry, y'all.
Holy
Oh my Lord.
Come on, get us out of here.
Yeah, I'm trying. Yo, pray for everybody. Till next time. Keep us in your prayers. Lord knows we need a yada, 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 yada. Life is a yada, 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 yada. And lastly, the baddies yada, 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 yada. Oh, man. Anybody do anything exciting this week?
Nah,
In the
I had
streets,
enough,
man. We
I had
outside,
enough fun
man.
this weekend, man.
All right, saving your energy for the weekend.
No,
yeah,
I've used up all my energy and saving some for next week.
No, I'm saving mine for the weekend. We baby free. So,
All right, fire. I
yeah,
got
you know,
nothing.
yeah.
I'm hitting Brooklyn on the weekend. That's it for that Memorial Day shit.
Memorial Day.
Shit, I'm be out there.
I'm gonna come out there and fuck with you. Me and JR catch you outside in
Oh,
traffic.
this is a bet.
I ain't doing shit. It's Vincent's birthday party on Saturday. It's Lexi.
shit look crazy. I don't care, Fox. I don't care.
You know we can hear you, right?
I don't give a fuck. Don't post shit when niggas can see in real time. Watch.
All right, I'm done.
You defend this shit again, boy?
I'm officially done.
Okay.
Flip, you're done too. Don't say another word till this broadcast ends, please. Please. I'm saying please. I'm being polite.
What do you mean I'm done? I'm fired.
Why
You always try to get fired the month when you sign your new contract. You always try it.
Y'all hold it down, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this broadcast as much as we have enjoyed delivering it to you. Y'all hold it down out there. Shout out to all the kids getting ready for graduation. Graduation is coming up. I know my little brother graduates next week. I think prom is coming up too.
Graduates from what?
It is.
High school.
I went to a graduation this weekend.
I'll be moving, bro.
Yeah.
What?
What? My little brother's graduate from high school next week. Why they look? What happened?
Hold up. What little brother?
Antoine, what am I missing?
That's
Wait, Ethan and Anthony graduate from high school.
Man, I thought them little niggas was like 9th grade. What?
Yeah, bro.
Life come at you
We
quick.
old, nigga.
We are
that's
old, my nigga.
crazy.
We old. It's okay.
What?
Yeah, so shout out to all the kids. Again, shout out to everybody participating in youth athletics. Wow. Wow. Shout out to all the NIL agents out there. Wow. I'm pocket watching. Yes. Wow. Who else I want to shout out? Shout out to Duff. Shout out to Duff just cuz. Prayers to Duff. Who else? I want to shout out Mona. Prayers to Mona. Mona, don't call me white girl. Should be here on Friday.
Oh, I love her.
Should be here on Friday to pay us a visit.
Nice.
That's Philly stand up. I love her.
Oh yeah, we absolutely love Mona. Friend of the show. Friend of the show.
Shout out that trainer that got you benching 225.
Shout out to Donnie, man. Shout out to my trainer as well, man. Trying to get this summer body right. My brother Ish inspired me. Just trying to get right. That's it.
We about to go downstairs and watch it happen. Right, Flip?
Yes, sir.
Well, no, you said you believe me.
He didn't.
So now I'm lifting for Flip. I'm lifting something for Flip.
I'm not worth the lift.
Actually, I wouldn't mind going to get a little stretch anyway.
Let's go do it.
Am I worth the lift?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to get a little stretch.
I need the lift. I've been nursing something.
Daddy.
JBP, where would you be without the JBP?
Who is that?
It's Mark Lamar Hill, pussy.
No Joe Biden.